So Daniel's the only one I'm missing.
Yes.
And Daniel was which character?
Drayden.
Drayden. So I put a big X through Drayden because Drayden fell into the well.
Oh, good for him.
See a dreidel? Shall we spin him around?
Yeah. Dreidel. All right.
All right, we are back on the air. Hello and welcome to RPG Research, the non-profit 501c3 study the effects of all role-playing game formats and their potential to help improve lives. Today is one of our regular sessions trying out different games and running different games. This is D&D 5th edition, but it is a special adventure. And John will be our game master tonight. John, if you want to fill people in, give them the title, and then explain what's special about it.
Yes, we are playing Once in Waterdeep. Get this up to the camera close enough to actually see the title. Probably not. There we go. This is an Adventures League legal game, though we are not dealing with Adventures League rules here, because we're just playing it for the purposes of the intro in this. The introduction of this was done that everybody had to use these little cards to make up a villain, and then we all voted on which villain we're going to deal with, and then we came up with an interesting character. So the villain turned out by vote was a evil baker, femme fatale, charming halfling, wanted to use food for mind control. Then
Where did the femme fatale part come from? That's new. Somebody added that.
Well, female charming halfling.
Okay, well, it's okay. Not quite the same as a femme fatale, but okay.
Someone who is ready, victim was somebody who's already been hypnotized, say from also trying to convince us to eat some very tasty bread. I changed the bread to candy. And you guys already met that person. Waterdeep, greatest city in all forgotten realms. In these fabled streets, heroes are forged and adventures begin. Tonight you gather at the yawning portal to hear tales of glory from the troupe of traveling performers. You got to read the handout, right?
Is that mine?
Yep, everybody's got a copy. There we go.
Yeah. Tonight at the Yawning Portal, Rusty Big Hat presents an evening of wonder and spectacle. Three Strings the Bard recounts the tale of Bravado and the Baron of Blood. Shall I do this, the old Ronan Martin laugh-in guy? Marvel at Valistrap and his Marvelous Mouse Orchestra. Delight in the Midnight Mummers as they perform the Lay of Agarian. And many other guests to be announced. Right here at the Yawning Portal.
Okay. I'm noticing a visual thing here. There's a hole in the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually, it's the way the camera's. I'll mess with it in a minute.
All right.
Did you pick a friend? Yep. Okay. So you can give him that back.
And Bonnie is his friend.
Did you get a character sheet check? I don't have mine.
Okay.
Okay, so
You were supposed to come and Orsic, you were supposed to meet your friends here, but you were late due to some unforeseen dwarven fighter circumstances.
I slipped in some.
Was it fighting?
You got in a fight with some wet cement.
Yeah, I was fighting gravity. I gave it a good run, but it didn't quite turn out how I wanted it to.
So just as you come to a side door of the inn, as you can see where your character is right there, there's a dwarf with the orange coat, and we picked that particular mini for you because it was the only dwarf I happen to have on hand. So it works perfectly. Say again, it works perfectly.
It
All
works
right.
wonderfully.
it works perfectly.
All right. It's a feature, not a bug.
Go ahead.
And I am Smash! The tavern wall explodes inwards, showering patrons with dust and rubble. A tangled wreck of iron and wood tumbles through the hole, hitched to a team of frothing horses. Luggage tumbles from the vehicle's roof and spills out on the floor. As you walk in, Osric, you see this chaos of the room. By the way, your initiative order is 2.
Do you have our character sheets?
Okay.
Yep.
That's one.
Let's
Everybody should be in that pile. Lillian, you took your character sheet, right?
No, but I have a copy of it on my laptop.
Okay, cool.
And Brandon, you're doing okay with yours?
Yep.
Okay, good.
So, a bunch of magical broomsticks, please point those out, spring free from the Apprentice Wizard's luggage and begin sweeping up patrons. The wreck tips a table of patrons into the well, leaving some of them dangling from the lip. Let's point those out. An oil lamp spills onto the theater stage, igniting the drapes. The flames threaten to engulf Marmaduke the Tomcat, who is cowering on the curtain rail.
And I keep hearing the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer's Apprentice is not here for copyright reasons. Because there's a big evil mouse hidden behind that. Then we have to deal with Night on Bald Mountain, and it just gets dangerous from there.
The mouse behind the curtain.
We had a long conversation Saturday about copyright and Tolkien, and also how much Tolkien abhorred Walt Disney. He was like, "Don't you dare let him touch my books."
Has Disney bought Tolkien yet?
Not yet. Not
I'm
yet.
sure they're trying.
Yeah, right now Amazon has it. 5
So-
seasons.
Passa,
That's me.
it is your turn to respond to this chaos.
Okay.
I'm going to stand up a little bit so I
Where
can see the
are
screen.
each of us?
There's me.
Okay.
I believe that's you.
Cleric, yep.
Brandon.
Okay.
Lillian. There's Drayden. And Drake's coming in.
Okay, and I had already announced. Okay, so he's going first. All right. So anyway.
No,
Okay.
Drake is going last.
Okay, I think I had initiative, didn't I? Or no?
I got
No,
20.
Passa,
Okay.
Thorana,
Stop.
and then you are third in line.
Okay.
You are fourth in line if
Yeah,
Drayden
right.
was still here.
So I continue what I was planning on doing and ask the 2 men that walked in who were very suspicious, and we spotted them out immediately. So what brings you fine gentlemen here into this nice tavern? And I completely ignore the wagon that just crashed.
Okay.
Coolness under fire. It's a Twilight 2000 game mechanic.
The first gentleman, the thinner of the two, who you guys earlier identified as Mary Dwindlejoy, says, "Let us be clear. We are here for the beer." And Baldur's Grady says,
Nice alliteration.
"Thank you." Are you sure this is the most appropriate time? That man looks like he's screaming to death. Pointing at the horses.
He's not dead yet, is he?
I don't know. Perhaps we should check.
There's other people here that can take care of him.
Oh, okay. You just stand there all you want. Good. Therathana.
Therathana is going to go over to the cat and the fire and try to pick up the cat and save it and maybe try to...
Is she going to go up on the stage?
I don't know, is she?
Oh, wait. I can't see that.
This is What is this title of this
There's one
game?
in there.
Once in
Yeah.
Waterdeep.
Are you going on the
Yes.
stage?
I'm going on the stage.
Okay.
Kind of hard to get to the cat otherwise. All right. So, how are you attempting to get the cat off the drapes? Are you using animal handling to cloaks it down? Are you going to use your strength to pull the drapes down and thus the cat with it? Are you going to use your dexterity to somehow snatch the cat out of the sky, off the drape?
I'm going to use animal handling and try to, like, coax it to me.
Okay. So, give me an animal handling check.
Okay. That's a natural 1.
So, you go up there and go, "Here, kitty, kitty, here!" And the cat screeches and grabs into the drapes even tighter and arches it back and hisses at you.
Oops.
You think I'd be preferable to the fire?
I don't know. Apparently you're scary. I will not call you Wendigo Hairspray, but just call you Windaloon Fairspray. What are you doing?
Windaloon Fair Spray. I'm running over to help with the other one who was running over, although he's went poof, I guess, mid-run.
He
to help
tripped
the
and
people
fell
who-
into the well.
Oh, he did as well?
Yes.
Oh, he fell. He's gone.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm trying to help the two that were hanging off the edge of the well there, try to help pull them out.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll
With
be
my
rescued by a flock of...
Rockin' 8 strength. Ugh.
Hey, at least you can pick up a book.
Yeah, everything else I've got bonuses, but I have a minus on my strength. Oh, except charisma.
Okay.
Here, let me help you, please, with my little, tiny little arms. Let me help pull you up.
Okay,
Oh,
give
let
me a
help you.
strength check. An athletics check.
What could possibly go wrong?
There could be 2 of you in the well.
Probably will be.
Did you just get an at 1?
I got a 4.
A 4.
-1.
That's with the -1.
Okay.
So, am I now dangling next to them?
You're like, you're full of them.
Little toothpick arms. Let me help you, please. I'll help you. Yeah?
You're not all the way in yet, but you are hanging on the lip with your feet up, dangling up in the air, and going, "Arr." So you have no leverage where you're at right now. And,
I'm so glad to be so helpful in such a dire situation. Yeah, I'm a very optimistic, cheerful, consciously cheerful elf.
You're an archetype player.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Have your own
I was reading the wrong list of initiative orders.
Ooh.
So,
No, I'm not.
I will correct on the fly. Brooms decide that it is time to cause pain and suffering. First broom versus commoner. Oh, that's going to hit. Last time we were not able to save all the commoners.
Will he be swept away?
They will be swept off their feet. Okay, so when I 4 plus... That's 6 points. Commoner goes unconscious. Please lie one of the commoners in front of a broom down. Goes "Pacha!" and goes down. Looks like it was a very bad hit to the head. Second broom misses the commoner barely. And that one also misses the commoner. Unfortunately, the brooms each get 2 attacks apiece. So the first broom that's all the way next to the knocked one, send it over to a different civilian. Unless one of you guys are closer. Nope, okay. It's attacking Bonnie, the barmaid. Bonnie takes a little thump and she just turns around like she's mad. Second versus the commoner. Nat 2. Alright. Yeah, that's going to hit. And another commoner goes unconscious. The red
What was that, Brandon?
I'm gonna get some sort of weird crackling noise. I'm not sure what's coming
Is
from.
it him rolling his dice in the dice tower?
I can stop using the tower.
Could be.
So we'll go ahead and yeah, because you've got the padded thing there.
Is that bad? Is that okay?
Still kind of loud, yeah.
It was right next to the microphone.
You can put it the other side of you. Of you. So
I
it's
can
not
just
right
make up
under the
numbers.
screen or right under the microphone.
I can just make up numbers.
Well, there's another microphone there. If you just put it on that side of the screen instead of that side, yeah, that way it's not next to the microphone. It might be a little better.
Okay. So brooms. Passat took his action. Now the thugs. Oh, wait a minute. There was a halfling that we know that went into a room.
Yeah.
So put the thug with the shield to go straight to that door. No. Was that the one?
was the room.
Okay, so he goes over there. As long as that's within 30 feet.
No, it looks like it.
Okay, so he goes in there, opens the door, and that is his actions. Well, opening a door is a free action, so basically he just goes inside. You can't see what he's doing. And the other thug is like, let's go rescue! And he goes over towards the animals. And Varana's done something, Wendelou's done something. Bosco.
Beat Coltrane.
Yeah. Is Bosco here?
Yes.
He is. Where is he? I don't know on the map.
Right there. Let's give him a second.
Hello?
Right here.
Can you see on the map where he's pointing?
There's just like a delay. Okay, I'm here. There. Okay.
Well, okay, so remember, if they can't see us through Discord, they're going to have to wait till it shows up on Twitch, and there is a latency. Oh, man. I've got to get Jitsi to work better. That's just going to make this so much better.
Look, question. Those bar stools, are they like attached to the floor, or are they just like freestanding?
They're loose.
Well, is there anything attached to the bar that like I could tie a rope to?
The bar.
The bar itself. Got a grappling hook?
I don't have a grappling hook, but I have a rope. Would it be an interaction or an action to tie that?
It would be an action to tie it off. It's not as simple as just putting a hook in there. If you had a hook, that'd be just a bonus action. But to actually stop and tie a knot would be an action. If you had a dagger and like stabbed it into the table with the knot, already knotted to the rope, that'd be another thing. But
Unfortunately, I didn't have the prescience to tie my rope to a dagger. Is there anything on the side of the well or portal there that I can attach anything to?
well, there's a rail around the well, so you could definitely tie it easily to the well.
Okay. Then I'm gonna run over. Okay, to the side over by those. I don't know how to describe this over Discord. So where fair spray is helping the other person, I'm gonna be on that other side right next to him.
Are you attempting to help Fair Spray, or are you
What
attempting?
I'm trying to do is take out my net, tie it to the railing, and toss it.
Okay. So you tie your net to the railing.
Yes, and then toss it into the portal so that they have something else to grab onto.
Okay, excellent. That's an action, and then the throwing in the well is a free action. Because all you're basically doing is letting go of the net.
Bonus action left?
Yeah, you have a bonus action if you have one.
I'm don't think I do. I'll just draw my my sword and dagger.
Okay.
I say that was a smashing great idea.
As you're sitting there dangling.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Alas.
Okay, put a hole through Drayden because he's not here. Drayden floats down into the well. Whoa! And he's surprised to find himself buffeted and carried on by a large swarm of gray butterflies. They look like butterflies, but they have the colorization and the flakiness of moths.
Butter moths.
Butter moths.
Mother flies.
Butter moths are cooler. Orsic, you see this chaos is happening in the room. What do you do? Your friends are all busy.
Well, I know Fair Spray, and I see him.
Yep. You know all the people.
Kim, yes.
Him trying to pick someone up.
With my toothpick arms.
So I'm gonna go help Fair Spray.
Okay. So move yourself 30 feet closer. Now double movement to go through a table. Okay.
I'm just gonna reach down and grab one of the patrons, try to yank them up.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, but because the net is there, you'll have advantage because he's going to try to put his feet in the net and stuff and pull himself up.
Let's see, athletics strength. That is a 17.
All right. You don't need advantage on that time, and you were able to pull him up and over the rail. So go ahead and lie him prone next to you.
What you go and do that for?
Go and do what?
Fall down a well.
I was pushed.
Huh?
All right, and brooms. So one's going to try to beat up Bonnie.
Doesn't Bonnie get a turn?
Broom's gonna beat up Bonnie?
The broom's going to try to beat up Bonnie, but Bonnie's
Being beaten by the brooms.
dodges.
Ooh.
So both times it misses. Like Bonnie is dancing, going, "Help me!" The other civilian that's standing up there goes, "Oh my gosh!" and barely gets missed, and gets missed. Ha! You can't get me! Oops, maybe you can. That broom takes a beeline for the cleric.
For me.
Yep, because that's the path of least resistance.
I resemble that comment.
Squeeze him underneath the rig.
19 hit your armor class.
Just.
Okay.
Well, I guess, was I still prone? Because I was hanging on to the...
Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're prone.
so it easily hits me, yes.
Yeah. Here's advantage on your attack. Okay.
Stop it!
Get a 20.
Yeah, and you take 4 points of damage.
Oh, stop that!
And then he smacks you on the backside again. Oh, that's going to hit. That's another 19. No, wait, is that 19? No, that's a 20.
Why don't you go clean up a mess rather than beating on me? Knock that off!
And you take 5 points of damage.
Oh!
You are not unconscious, are you?
No, because we had that temporary +5.
Oh, yes. Isn't that wonderful?
Fortunately.
Otherwise,
I would be darn close.
So that was 2. Okay. Oh, all the brooms have taken their action. Passa!
Oh, it's me.
That's you. That's right.
Okay.
Don't have identity crisis on me this early.
Okay. I am going to go follow what's his face into the room.
Okay. Get yourself 30 feet closer.
Can I go into the room?
Do you have movement to do so?
I have, yes, one more space.
Then go in one more space. Is that a double move for you then?
No?
Okay,
I
so
don't think so.
those other boxes I just was using. The minis? The flat ones?
I have no idea.
You handed them to me.
I did, and then I thought you put them on that side.
What are you looking for?
Little boxes I was just using for miniatures.
With the green lid.
No, not that one.
Oh.
Is it under
the cardboard ones.
book? Or
No.
there's
Those,
something-
yes.
I think so.
He lied to me. Okay. You see him struggling with a halfling boy. Well, it looks like it actually looks like an adult, but you see him struggling with that.
Yeah, it's very small.
He's got him grappled. What do you do?
What's going on here?
None of your business. He owes a debt. He's paying it.
And what might this debt be?
Too long of a conversation for your turn.
In all this chaos. So you can imagine all this. God, help me! And then the sound kind of fades to hear their conversation with all
We're in a separate
quietly in
room.
the background.
With a door that may or may not be shut.
He doesn't care. So are you the anti-chaos man? Alright.
I'm a barbarian.
It's nothing to you. Chaos is your meat and drink.
Wait until he gets angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Indeed.
Probably not.
His
Very-
pants
very
become
green,
purple.
Yeah.
They
Alright.
turn into shorts.
Alright, so you
Weird
spend
pH.
time conversing him. And he tells you none of your business and all that stuff. And tells you to get out of his way. And you are blocking the
I am.
door. So, strength check as he tries to shove you out of his way.
Ooh.
Okay, what you get?
13.
You just barely stop him as he goes, "Ugh," and you fall. "Mm." Yeah. As you know, the matter of the point is, Dwindle. No, he's Dwindle.
Yells at his own name.
Dwindle will not be taken hostage. Good friend, name whose I can't remember at the moment, but said it 5 minutes ago.
Sounds like a good friend.
Grundy.
Ah.
Grundy. So Grundy, go ahead and bring him back 30 feet. And he takes a mace to the back of your head.
Oh.
Ooh!
No. No. No, because you have the cards.
I have the cards.
Dang it.
Did I bring the cards?
Hopefully not.
The cards of doom. And gloom. And crit. And literature. Because I didn't want to use something else that rhymed.
You are so lucky I did not bring the critical hit cards.
Okay, that's good. I don't
No, we
want
just
You know, you just
use
use my
crit
system.
to. No, it's fine.
Stereo.
Where available.
So does this mace have spikes on it?
It's got ridges.
Ruffles have the ridges.
Am I bleeding now?
Ultimate from
Internally.
Oh, gross. Aren't we always internally bleeding? Because we always have blood in ourselves.
No.
No? Okay.
It's when the blood escapes the vessels that you're internally bleeding.
Gotcha.
So, 9 points of damage.
Oh, okay. That didn't feel very good.
Because I rolled both of them instead of maxing the first one, which would have hurt a lot.
What do you? What is it?
You double the dice.
I know, but for the mace, what die size is it?
Oh, you got a good point there. I have to re-roll those. Don't
no,
count
you
that.
don't. No, it's.
I rolled die 4s when I should have rolled die 6s. All right, that makes a lot more sense. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Does the die roll sound much better now?
Yeah, as far as that.
Good.
So you take a couple clubs and you're still conscious,
Yes.
but you're probably not very happy anymore. I'm assuming.
I mean, probably not.
Therathana, save the day.
So she had to step out, but she said Therathana will use minor illusion to make it appear to the cat that the fire is not there, in hopes that will calm the cat down some, so she can get the cat to come to her, so she can do a better job getting the cat to come to her. If that doesn't work, she's just going to grab the cat forcefully.
All right. So
Is the cat on fire, or is the fire near the cat?
the cat is on a drapery that's on fire.
Cat is not yet cooked,
Oh,
but it's going to be soon.
So somebody with advantage roll her animal handling.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want me
Oh,
rolling.
sweet.
Yeah.
Both GMs.
Okay. That would be 21.
All right. The cat decides that maybe she's not as ugly and terrifying as she looked before and jumps onto her shoulders. She takes 1 point of damage from the claws. Because there's no gentle way for a cat to jump off the railing onto your shoulders. All right. Windyloon.
So, I am obviously not helping this poor person here. I'm probably putting them at greater risk, so I'll quit trying. I won't suddenly let them go. I'm like, okay, let's get some, use the net, and turn around and bother and confusticate this bloody broom. Sacred flame.
Okay, dex check from the broom.
Yes.
And I roll.
Yeah, you roll.
And
See if it
you
hits
are
or
going to give me a DC of what? 13?
Let's see my spell. Right. Okay. Yes, 13.
Okay, so...
Well, I gotta. Does my spell attack bonus matter?
No, your spell
'cause
attack
it's a
bonus
save.
is...
Yeah. Okay.
Holy cow. That broom went out, he drops the little cone of bright light, and it swept a clean circle around it.
Of course it did. I'm going to step away from it and get to, prepared for sparring with a broom.
Are you stepping away out of its reach?
Yes.
Okay, attack of opportunity. And that's the third nat 20 in a row.
Oh my
I just rolled.
gosh.
This is
Would
ridiculous.
be in par for my luck.
That's right, I have another player who complains that I only roll crits when I hit him. And unfortunately, he's got witnesses to prove it.
This is
Well,
no
you've seen
perfect.
my 5 or 6 ones in a row. So.
Yep. Eight points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. So he goes whoosh, and he goes spinning around there, and you step back, and he goes twap.
Okay. So we just lost our cleric, and now we're left with 5 fighters/barbarians. Okay.
You guys are just a bar fight waiting to happen.
And the person to help is dead or unconscious.
Yeah.
Dwarf for barbarian.
Alanon 3031 says, "Calm your dice, John." So we get the Hackmaster book and finish 'em.
You're not supposed to be mad at your dice for doing well. Okay. Just need to find the card I just sat down with initiative. There it is. Okay. So, Bosco, how are you going to save the day?
Is that a broom right there? Just knock bear spray unconscious?
Yes.
Yes. And you have one civilian still hanging from the thing. He hasn't used the net to get out yet.
Well, he's gonna have to do it himself. Bosco's gonna yell and then jump off the table and attack the broom.
All right. Dramatic.
He's using a rapier.
Fencing with the broom. How will you do? Roll to hit.
So first attack, 19 19.
Hits.
Second attack with a dagger. 20. Nice. Not natural.
Okay. And you don't get your bonus with your offhand.
I have 2 weapon fighting, so.
Oh, you do. Never mind. That's the advantage of being a human.
Fencing.
I'm a halfling.
Yeah, like that's not from.
It's not a feat. It's just a fighter thing.
It's a weapon. It's a fighting style, but
Yeah,
Okay.
for being a fighter.
as a fighter.
Oh,
So for the short sword,
Type in animated.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
The dagger, 4 points.
So 9 total.
Si, senor.
All right. Is that the darker or the lighter of the 2 brooms? Looking at the Brussels, that's the darker one. Okay. DB, dark broom. All right. And chips it away. I had a player that was very upset that the brooms didn't survive the beating. He wanted to use the broom as a weapon. You cut at it with a sword 15 times and expect it to have parts left to use as a weapon?
Slivers of death.
Exactly.
just throw them as darts.
Orsic, what do you do?
The broom's still going?
Yep, all 3 brooms are still a threat to
I
everybody.
roar, grabbing the nearest chair, and charge the broom.
Okay. So roll to hit. This is an improvised weapon. Unless you got Tavern Brawler.
That was a 9.
9. Is that your grand total?
Yep.
Okay.
Final answer.
So you come up here, swing the broom, and you nearly, the chair, and you nearly break it on the rails of the well. But you don't hurt the broom. In fact,
Yes. We're ready for adventure. We can't even take on cleaning
All
materials.
3 of them are still alive.
It's a good thing I wasn't a janitor, though. Can't even get a hold
It's
of the
okay.
broom.
Our employees don't have to know. We'll just keep this under the wrap.
so,
Or at least into the portal.
versus
Those are rugged.
Bonnie. Miss. And that might be a hit, but it's at disadvantage because Bonnie is spending all of her actions dodging. Oh, that's a hit. Bonnie's going to take another punch. Broom comes down and hits her in the gut, makes her spill a drink. Ooh. With that much damage? Yes, it does. Bonnie's very angry, it looks like. She just lost her drinks.
She should attack.
Yeah. Well, when she gets her turn.
Oh, spilled the beer.
It's okay. They'll just call them not friends. Don't clean it up.
Oh, wait a minute. That was just one broom. Other civilian. Okay. 1 hit. And that civilian goes unconscious. Which is why he missed with the other one. He went clack, and as he was falling, it came swinging around and found out he wasn't there anymore. Swish. And neither of one of you have. Who caused damage to the broom? Bosco.
Yeah, me.
I
Okay.
just forwarded you Richard's story.
1 miss. 2 misses. And that's the brooms. Passat, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn around to the shorter man. Now, what are you doing that for?
You're obviously interfering with a perfectly good kidnapping.
That's not what your friend said.
Well, don't listen to him. He probably told you some balderdash.
Can I turn around and ask the other man? Well, shoot. Can I turn around and tell him, Your friend over here says you're lying.
I didn't lie. I said he owed a debt. We're claiming the debt by kidnapping him.
Ah, I see. Okay, if that's the case, can I then attack the taller man, with my glaive?
Do you want to take a free action to be angry about it?
No.
Okay. So yes, you can attack the taller man with your glaive.
13.
And you hit.
Sweet. Ten damage.
Ow! Quit that! And so they are going to attack you. Now here's the sad part. They have multi-attack, so each going to make 2 attacks.
Oh.
And they have advantage because they now have pack tactics.
Oh, okay. So.
Let's hope you have a chance to get pissed off.
Yep. As a free action, he lets throws the halfling behind him. As he's swinging in, like, "Ugh!" and lets go of the boy, and he comes in with that mace.
We both have maces? Or is this the...
They both have maces.
But he has an axe in his hand.
It's a blunt axe.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm going to assume that a... No, that's not 19. That's 20.
It still hits.
1 hits you. All right. And I got to remember that's 6-sided dice.
No, you don't need to remember that.
And you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
That was his first hit.
Mm-hmm.
The second one misses.
Okay.
The guy coming after you from behind. Oh, wait a minute. Attack for, he gets advantage.
I was hoping you'd forget.
But that one also misses.
Okay.
His buddy does
15.
10 hit you. 15 is what I have to hit you? Okay,
Yep.
so that's... And so that is 15 on the nose.
Dang.
And that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last chance to hit you, first roll, nat 1, but he has advantage because of his buddy,
Oh, no one.
and a 2. So he misses entirely.
Okay.
Yes, you have separated yourself from the rest of the party and took on the thugs by yourself.
Yep.
So,
Sounds about right.
Therathana, is she back?
No,
No,
she won't
she's
be back
gonna.
until, like,
Yeah, remember she'll be gone for an hour at a time. Remember
Okay, does she have the prestidigitation spell?
prestidigitation. Who? Okay, sheet there.
No.
Okay. Too bad, because you can use that to put out the fire.
No, she's a barbarian.
Alright. So how does she use the illusion?
She from her race.
Okay. So she moves away from the fire into a safer place. Windy!
I'm unconscious.
So roll a death save.
Oh right.
And this is where we TPK.
No, it's only you get 3 of them. So
Unless you got a 1.
yeah. So against.
It's just a
You
6.
just have to make it higher than a 10.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or 10 or
I got
higher.
1 failure or success. I mean.
1 success, yeah.
Yeah.
You want 3 success. Now, if you get a nat 20, you have 1 hit point unconscious.
Yep.
If you get a nat 1, you've got 2 failures.
Right.
If somebody comes up and kicks you, you automatically have another failure.
Lovely. Don't trip on me.
Yeah.
Please
Make that a
mind the
flag.
wood elf on the floor. What's that?
Make that a flag. Don't trip on me.
Yeah. Don't tread on me. Don't trip on me.
No step on snake. Bosco.
Is this broom that I was fighting still alive?
Yeah, all 3 brooms seem to be relatively good health and beating on people regularly.
Relatively? That's not good.
Huh. Let me check something real quick. One sec.
Okay. Do you know why Einstein's favorite holiday was Thanksgiving? It's all relative.
All right. You know what? I'm going for 2 more attacks.
Okay. Kill them brooms.
And that's an 8, so that misses. But that is a 21.
That is definitely going to hit a broom. He's going to commit broomicide.
6 damage.
6 damage. Plus the 9 that was already there. Equals... It's almost busted in half, but it still looks like it can fight.
I'm picturing that one scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights where he
Tights,
has like 2 knives and it's like...
Yeah. Alright. So, Orsic.
I swing my chair at the broom
Okay.
in an effort to end it. That is a 19.
That hits. And roll a die 4 plus your strength.
6 hit points.
Okay. The broom shatters as you break into multiple pieces.
So kicking off the board.
Replace the clear one with that one.
Oh.
So now we have just regular brooms on the thing instead of a flying sword pretending to be a broom.
It was only sort of a broom.
Sort of. Alright. 6. And the brooms. So this broom is going to come right over here and hit you. Yep, stand right in front of the dwarf. And miss. Probably a miss. Does 15 hit you?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe 17.
What you using for armor?
Chainmail.
All right. And the other broom attacks Bonnie. And that's going to hit unless she dodges. And it did. Good thing she's dodging. And a miss. So we're good. Bonnie does not attack. She's finding it more successful to keep dodging. Because she has an armor class of 10 otherwise. Passa.
Okay, so I kind of forgot, but I meant to go into a rage after I attacked last time, but I'm doing it now.
I don't know why you didn't do it before you...
Because I have reasonings, okay?
Oh.
So I go into a rage, and I don't know. Okay.
You
I'm gonna I'm going to
Doesn't rage and then ponder.
and that ponders. I charge towards this wall, grabbing the boy, and with my glaive pointed forward, jump through it. Try to jump through it.
I'm going to try to jump through the wall
through the wall with the boy. Give myself extra mass to break through.
All right. So, first of all, let's get the athletics check. No, it's not an athletics check. You have to attack the wall. So
to attack. Okay.
Yep. So roll to hit the wall.
Okay. That's 12.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Okay.
It's a wall. With dex bonuses, it's pretty low armor class. But now you have to cause enough damage to break your way through.
Okay. I don't. Okay. Where's this one? 7 plus 2 is 9.
9 points against the wood wall. Alright. So you did some significant damage with the thing. So give me an athletics check to see if you actually bust through. Remember, you have advantage on your athletics check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 22.
Okay, you smash your way through the wall, breaking out a window that was nearby,
Okay.
making it a little bit easier. And But as you charge by, attacks of opportunities rain about your head.
Ah, yes, they do. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Juggernaut.
I'm going to be flying out this window unconscious.
What was that, Brandon?
I said, I'm the Juggernaut.
One hit.
Okay, well.
The one that
what's the minimum damage they can do?
minimum?
Yes.
Compare resistance.
I have 1 health, so.
Okay.
Okay. Well, obviously the minimum is 3.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. I'm unconscious.
You go, but so he just clanks you right in the back of the head, which gave you the extra momentum to push you through the wall.
Ah, yes. With the boy or
With the boy.
Yes. I've half accomplished my goal.
Yep. So lie him down thing and have the boy run off the map.
Excuse me while I sign some research documents.
Now, that was a very heroic action. If you gain consciousness again, inspiration.
Yay.
If
But-
you remember.
Yeah, if you remember, because of the head
I'm just
injury.
going to write when conscious.
Speaking of which, Orsic, for using the net, inspiration. And the other civilian crawls his way out. Okay,
Roll my
Brooms.
death save.
When it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Broom, Broom fighting with Bonnie.
Didn't she just go?
Yeah, and then
Hit.
I don't. Wait, where are you?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You jumped because of the attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, that did confuse me. All right. So Basa, no, it's the thug's turn.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Why, thank you.
hey, what would I do if I'm the thug? Do I chase the boy, or do I run back into the building? No, they're going to have to chase the boy. So take them off the map.
It's a nice hole.
They found a nice easy exit, stepping over your body.
Ah, yes.
One of them kicks you for good measure.
Oh, do I get negative points? As long as it doesn't do 16
Boot
damage.
that.
Fine.
Yeah, no, it just gives you one failure.
Ah. Does do that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm only doing that for role-playing purposes, not because I'm spiteful or anything like that.
That's not very nice.
Therathana, if she's back, does something exciting. Otherwise, she takes the cat to the bartender and says, "Here's your cat." And Duran responds back with, "Sorry, milady, it's your cat now." And the cat's like, "Yeah, I'm staying here." All right. And there's actually if we're playing Adventures League, I actually have a cert for Marmaduke the cat. The cat actually becomes your cat. So let her know when she comes back that she has a cat. Windaloon, whenever he's available, can go ahead and roll his death saving throw. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. Hey, you want to use my dice tower? It's lucky,
That's a fail.
but it's just one failure.
I missed when
You're
you
1/3 dead.
before. Who got
Not quite dead yet. I might pull
break
through.
into that?
That was you,
You
not
did.
me. He just thinks I'm you.
What?
Huh?
What?
I don't know his character name or his
Brandon, you got your point. You have an inspiration point.
Oh, it was me. I thought you said arson. I'm like, whose name is arson?
name. Mine's about to be.
The burning thing.
Burning Man.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Bosco is the one who's going
Burning
next and
curtains.
has inspiration for coming up with the clever net trick to help the civilians out.
Brandon.
I can only hear part of what you guys are saying. I'm sorry.
Bosco, I gave you one inspiration point for coming up with the net trick to get the players out, the civilians out.
Okay, all right.
It is now your turn.
Okay. There's still 2 brooms going around?
Right, and one of them is trying to beat up the dwarf.
one's still going after Bonnie, right?
Right. And Bonnie's, all she seems to be able to do is keep trying to dodge as it's trying to pummel her to the ground.
Yeah, the dwarf seems to be able to handle it himself. Bosco's gonna... Can he make it all the way to the room that's hitting Bonnie?
Yes.
I believe so.
I was gonna throw the chair.
He's going to heroically charge and attack it.
Okay, you get one attack of opportunity from the broom.
That's fine.
Does 17 hit you?
Throw the chair.
Bosco, 17 does hit.
Okay.
Try to throw it around.
He's a halfling. You can just throw it over him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless there's a 3-foot bonus.
Ooh. Probably
Probably
not.
are.
Oh, why would they be 3 foot? That's not very tall.
Magic users are short.
Take.
Gosh, dang it.
4 points of damage. As a broom hits you on the backside as you run by it.
Bosco uses the momentum to run faster.
Yeah. So you find yourself there. Oh, there's the other force center. And you have.
It's whittling time.
Okay. Go ahead and whittle on this broom.
Do you say I have what?
I was asking if you had any actions left, but you do have action because you've just got up there. So go ahead and chop away.
Okay, that's 18.
That hits.
Cool. Second attack is a non-natural 20.
Okay, that's also going to hit.
You could
Unnatural
like this die.
Unnatural axe.
30, 20.
Tainted.
Some dark arts.
Alright, total damage between the two attacks is 9 damage.
9 damage. Bonnie takes the well, she'll have to do that on her turn. So you did a good job of beating up on that. Orsic.
How tall
I
is the
started
broom?
whittling a duck.
About 3 feet tall, like a normal broom.
Just
These
allow
aren't
it.
halfling brooms.
Just allow it right over.
I'm gonna
Hey,
step
what's wrong with halfling broom?
over
They're short.
without leaving the combat zone with this broom and throw the chair.
And
at
as
the
we all
broom.
know, short people ain't got no reason to
Over
live.
here.
Oh no! Now I'm going to see the Muppets singing that all day. You're throwing the broom at the chair at the broom that is in combat with 2 of your friends.
Just throw the broom at the other broom.
Okay.
Actually, that's a much better idea.
Double damage.
But right now he's got a chair to throw.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to hit that.
With disadvantage, I assume?
Yeah, you're not trained in chair tossing.
No,
Oh,
I meant the...
Chow,
okay.
martial arts, skill, your chow, kung fu
That's
is
a real
better
bummer.
That's
than mine.
dwarven sport with a long tradition.
Yeah, I've done this my whole life.
So what is the final?
He's been a brawler his
6.
whole life.
6. So
Wasn't very good at it.
you didn't roll a nat 1, so you didn't hit your buddies, but you also didn't hit anything else.
That's okay.
Nothing
Just
but
throws it.
Can I ready my axe now?
You can pull your axe out.
Okay. That's why I wanted to get rid of the chair.
Okay, you could have just jumped it over into the well.
That's where he did.
It was just about as effective as what you did.
Would have been a lot more fun to hit a broom.
Yeah, it would have been. I'm waiting for somebody to grab a broom because that's going to be interesting.
Oh gosh, there's.
Arms.
I've thought
Is
about
it an opportunity
but
attack if you
it's
throw
not
it out of
halfling
bounds?
with no strength, so I would just be flying around the room.
That would be cool.
See, I would, except I'm not there.
So Brooms turns around and decides that Bonnie's not a problem. And Bonnie does the disengage action. She just plain runs away now that somebody else can deal with it. And she actually heads up onto the stage, grabbing a pitcher of beer or some beverage.
It's a bad idea.
And That's going to hit you. Because I'm assuming a 23 hits you.
Hits who?
You. Osric.
Yes.
No, not Osric. Sorry, Bosco. And you take the minimum damage of 4. And he tries to hit you again.
Okay.
And 13 plus 5 equals 18. So does that hit you?
Yep.
And you take 5 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Should have held on to that chair.
Okay, it's all
Like I
for you.
said, TPK time.
I'm... Here we go again! I'm getting my reputation here.
Fill your party with broom.
The only thing that could have been worse if I had you get beat up by whisk brooms.
Is it the other broom's turn?
Yes, the other broom's turn.
I'm going to be swept away.
I'm taking damage. yet.
Miss.
They're cleaning house.
Well, that's what
Would you like to take
do.
attack of opportunity against the broom that just basically light itself, that smashed down and hit the rail and got itself caught there for a second so that you can...
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll let him fix himself.
That is a 19.
That hits.
I'm slightly annoyed now. I've wiped out most of my party for 7 hit points.
7 hit points. Too bad this broom has never taken any damage. And... So now that's the broom's turns.
Oh, yay.
Did
Besides...
they both move over to me?
No.
Okay, I got success.
Alright, you knocked down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thugs are gone.
He's basically...
Therathana.
Who's not here? But we need...
Okay, Therathana grabs a thing of liquid, hoping it's not alcohol, and runs up the stairwell towards the fire. Windaloon.
Yay, got a success.
Hooray! Bosco.
1 sec. I failed.
One failed death saving throw. Okay.
Oh, wait. I have the lucky feat. Does this count?
Yes.
Did you roll it?
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
A death saving throw is what it's called.
Alright, I will re-roll.
Did you get a 1?
And I made it. Sweet.
Does he have to roll a 1 to get a reroll?
I'm pretty sure. For a halfling.
Did you make it?
Yeah, let me roll a 1. That's right. My bad.
Okay, so you're still...
So it is a fail.
Alright. Orsic, what are you doing?
So what are the rules for using 2 weapons untrained? One in either hand?
You don't get your bonus for the second one.
Yeah.
That's fine. I pull out my warhammer.
Okay.
Swing at the one next to me twice.
Okay.
So 19 for the first one. I hit for 11 hit points with that.
Okay.
And then I swing at it again for 9 to hit. Which I assume is ineffectual.
Yeah, if you didn't get at least a 15, you didn't hit nothing.
Alright.
So... we have... one conscious person in the party.
That's all we need to save the day.
Well,
Who's, right. who's out there fighting fire. Hopefully not by throwing highly flammable alcohol on it.
she should have found a rag, put it in there, light it on fire, and then throw it at the drums.
Okay, healing word. How much does that do?
Grapple it with the flame.
Exactly. Just light yourself on fire. Jump. Become a be a tiefling. Light yourself on fire and then jump on the broom.
Who here is a friend of the bard?
Oh, Therathon.
Oh,
pretty sure.
that doesn't help.
Oh yeah.
I'm a friend of Obaye Uday, the cleric.
Okay.
I forgive all of us.
Well,
Friends of cleric's probably a good idea.
uno momento, por favor. There it is.
We have
I think I can 2v1
respectful
these
debates
things.
about religions.
Yes. That's a good thing.
I'm pretty sure I can 2v1 these things.
Oh yeah. You just gotta use one.
I've
as a
got
weapon.
I've got Warhammer in both hands, or weapons in both hands. You can drop one to grab one.
Why don't you just drop both of them and grab both of the brooms and just start beating each other?
I
See
think
if
they
she's
might snap
statted or
just,
not.
like, grab me.
Probably. They probably have enough force to lift you.
Alright.
Ready for takeoff.
Strap them to your feet. With rocket boots.
Just grab both, slam them together, and jump on.
Exactly.
I'm the dwarven witch.
You just fly down the hall.
No, I'm gonna go to space.
Well, there it is.
Oh! I don't know if dwarves can breathe.
Priest. Alright, so I
Not
just
very
need to
long.
pull open a
Hold my breath.
Oh!
monster manual here.
Gimli's good at that, right?
I don't think so.
Sorry, he's good at panting.
It's not the same. It's the opposite. Breathing a line is not the same as holding your breath.
For a dwarf, panting is how they actually hold their breath.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
See, after Gimli runs, he's in such good shape
Mhm.
that he pants because that's him holding his breath because he's not fatigued or winded at all.
I don't know how that works.
Are you believing this argument?
Dwarves are backwards.
Of course.
Imbibing alcohol makes them more sober.
Oh, and does it also make them hold their breath for longer?
That too.
I can hardly hear what you guys are saying.
That's fine. You don't want to hear. They're just doing silly
Count
things.
yourself as lucky.
I don't want to know.
I think he's
I
still
wanna
conscious, so I'm just having telepathic.
Oh,
Communication.
What you
I
don't
was
think
definitely
it-
not.
Yeah, that's really.
Oh,
just
you
with
just
myself.
it's your subconscious trying to tell you that no, you can't. Panting is not the same as holding your breath.
But I thought I was the best runner in college,
In Bard College?
in dwarf college.
Oh, were you?
You were the
one?
best runner of a bunch of dwarves.
Like saying you're
You were the big fish in the little pond.
I was actually the worst runner, but I thought I was the best because I panted the most.
oh, because that's holding your breath.
Wait a minute. Was this a mining colony?
It was elementary school in a mining colony.
So you're a pantomime. Okay.
So your college was elementary school?
Dwarves like to give fancy names to their schooling system.
okay. Nice.
Yeah, did you
Science.
know he took first in the 100-meter marathon?
Out of how many?
Is that the marathon of digging 100 feet? This is a
No,
dwarf,
I was
right?
saying for dwarves running 100 feet of the marathon.
Oh, okay.
So move the dark person right there, right next to the other cleric. And you have the spell book over there. How much healing does Cure Wounds do?
D8
Just 1d8?
Plus your
per depending on what spell slot it's at.
and then plus your spell bonus. Then.
You talking about cure light wounds or?
It's just
It's Cure Wounds now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm an old fogey than I am.
So am I.
Yep, 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so that's going to be plus. Well, so that would be with proficiency too, so it'd be plus 5.
If
No.
your charisma's plus 3, then it's plus 5.
Yep. Okay, diet plus plus. So that's going to be helpful. So 8 points of healing, and you
To me?
start. Yeah, and you start from 0, so it's
Oh, my goodness. Where's that bloody broom?
My friend, you were taking a nap on the job.
I was broom bushwhacked. Where is it? Where's that bloody broom? I slowly get up.
It's right over there. Okay.
I'm standing right in
Well,
front of you.
he can stand up on his turn.
Pleasant 4 feet.
So who's the last person in our group that went? That was Orsic.
I think so.
And so the brooms now go.
Yay!
Back up. Back down.
It's a crit.
Whack-a-mole. So the one broom comes over and attacks Obiwa. And that's going to be a miss. That might be a hit. Armor class is 13. So yeah, that's going to hit.
I can't believe we're being cleaned out by brooms.
It's what they do.
But they're a bit aggressive.
So, oh, good. She's got plenty of hit points.
I feel like this is overkill, but
We're going to do burning hands.
guiding bolt.
It might be overkill.
That's overkill.
If
Better
they
chance of hitting it, though.
Punch it with your feed pixie arms.
At this point, burn it. Burn the.
Burn the
burn the
The
whole.
bloody broom.
Actually, there's probably great loot in that.
The brooms aren't bloody, but it's your blood.
Just burn down the yawning pool.
Okay. So, Pasa?
Oh. Okay, that's a fail.
Phil, and who's your friend?
Mine is the adventurer dude.
Who's not in here today?
Correct.
Oh, he's not going to
Such
come to
a-
your rescue.
No, he is not. Gosh dang it, Melon.
Okay, are you still alive?
Yes.
Thugs are off doing
Yeah.
thug things. They're thugging around, living the thug life. She's not back, so
Choose the thug life. Thug life chose them.
yes. Especially since he's getting fairy messages in his boot. That's how he got started. Has nothing to do with the rusty arrowhead that's stuck in his brain. So Therathon are putting out fires. Windy Loon is...
Were they succeed in putting out the fire?
I am
As far as
picking
you know.
that broom that just attacked Uday. I'm going with guiding bolt.
Okay.
Flash of
stand
light.
up.
I stood up already. I just said I stood up.
Well, you stand up on your turn. It takes half your movement.
Well, he's not
That's
moving.
Please hit an armor class of 15.
A flash of light streaks towards that bloody broom.
I missed
Ooh,
the picture.
that's not a
Plus
no.
5.
No.
Is it my spell attack?
That's
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
efficiency.
Plus 5. So 11.
Everybody
If it
else.
wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
Not me! Don't shoot at me!
That's not
I'll let you win the next argument.
Direct line of fire.
Yeah.
Alright,
Incinerates.
It hits John.
Bosco! Who's your friend?
Okay, tough to say. But my friend is Bonnie. She's a little preoccupied with the fire.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe next round.
11. I made it.
Nice.
Alright.
20.
Alanon's asking if you've tried any Pathfinder 2E yet. You had, so I gave you. some
I've
access
read-
to that.
I've read the documents for Pathfinder 2E. I have not actually tried to play anything.
Okay. Thoughts about it?
It seems to be very interesting. I want to see it mechanically in use before I can make a really good judgment. I mean, the ideas seem sound, but I need to see it actually in use to see if it
When we wrap
breaks
this
itself.
up, I'd like to hear your summary of what they try to do.
Okay. What time is it?
Oh, it's only 7:44. We got plenty of time.
Okay, we might even finish this combat.
I hope there's more than just a barroom
We
brawl.
will, but
There's a lot more than a barroom
we'll
brawl.
finish, but we'll all be dead.
Yeah.
This barroom brawl is taking longer than normal.
It's gonna be Orsic's campaign.
All by himself.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Orsic, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack the broom.
Hmm.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna fumble at the broom.
Remember that time I gave you the free attack against the broom because the broom fumbled?
Yeah, no, I tripped and got caught.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
My laces were untied and I kind of stepped on them.
And the broom's going to try to push you off the ridge.
Ooh.
I love falling.
I mean, at least you got a good strength save.
So that's 6 plus the strength bonus of 0.
Ooh.
All you have to do is beat that strength and not get thrown over.
So don't roll a 1.
That one.
Okay, that's fine.
I was expecting that. That's a 22.
Okay, so you don't go flying over. The broom wedges itself under and tries to pry you over and it doesn't work. You're like, but you are prone
Okay.
until your turn again. And it's the broom's turn, which means the broom now has advantage to beat on you.
I feel like whatever wizard had these brooms in their bag had some like deep-seated aggression issues.
Okay. Wow. With advantage, I haven't hit you yet.
I'm a very short dwarf.
5 was my high roll.
Oh my god.
Obviously, I'm not rolling against your dad.
Apparently my bad luck rolls off on the GM.
Just this once.
He killed me in like 3 turns once.
Oh gosh.
Have I?
Yeah.
Probably.
How many brooms do I still have?
Apparently, you have a
there's one
reputation.
Oh, yes. And it's only got a choice to go after your friend. It's going to beat your friend to death. But I rolled another 5
Ooh.
and a 13.
Ooh, that hits.
Yeah, that's going to hit her.
I was going to throw a worm at the other brain on my phone.
And she takes
Shoot
5
from that
points of
first.
damage.
I know. Probably would have fumbled by the time I said
Get 2 not ones.
thrown it into my foot.
And she's sitting there going, no good deed goes unpunished. She gets smacked around. Ah! Why did I come in to save you again?
When's her turn?
Now,
Oh, okay.
let's see what she does.
She killed me from Ooh. Ooh. That's
D&D's fun.
Is that your book? Or mine?
It's mine.
that came out very
Quality
quickly.
binding there.
You wanna
You
switch?
saw it right here live, folks.
Now, in their defense, this was the first printing, and
Still.
first printing was known bad stuff, and this one lasted longer than the other first printings did. But it's still a first printing.
Your books.
Or, okay.
You mean because mine got stolen when you left the backpack out of the sidewalk? Is that what you mean?
Really? I didn't hear that part.
I was 15.
And you'll never live it down. Ever.
I bought all of the books
I kind
back.
of caught the culprits, but the books were gone. They dumped them in a dumpster somewhere.
Because who needs $50
They kept all
books?
these electronics. I got the backpack back and the iPad, and there were a bunch of cell phones added. Other people's cell phones added to the backpack.
Nice.
He just handed it over. He's like, "Here." But yeah,
for
cops didn't. Cops were more worried about me finding them, and I did find them. I did a circle. It was downtown Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
I found them.
I did buy every book back.
I know you did. I appreciate that. And John at Merlin's sold them at cost.
I remember that.
Remember that was so it was extra cheap that way. That was really nice of him.
I got you an extra set.
Yep, I know. But I'm assuming that's what you meant, though. They didn't last that long, right?
That's not what I meant.
Oh, what did you mean then?
I just meant that you hadn't had them this long and they hadn't been used as much.
Spiritual Guardian, what's it do?
Probably not anything that's incredibly helpful at this moment. I mean, actually, probably is. I don't really know.
Spiritual Guardians,
Yep.
plural.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3rd level spell.
Yes.
You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, their spectral form appears angelic or fey, your choice. If you are evil, they appear fiendish.
They're fey.
When you cast the spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage if you are good or neutral, or 3d8 necrotic damage if you are evil. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
And you said 15-foot radius.
Yeah. Flitter to a distance 15 feet for the duration.
So both brooms.
Yeah, 15-foot radius, yes.
Okay.
From self.
So, first saving throw. -3 on the wisdom saving throw for the broom. They are immune to blinded, charm, deafened, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poison, or prone, so that's not it. Holy cow, one got a nat 20 on this saving throw. The farthest one
You're
did.
literally killing us,
Can I have your
John.
die?
It's not killing us. It didn't hurt us.
Yeah.
But the 12 because that one's failed. So one fails. How much damage?
3d8.
3d8.
But the other one takes half damage, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So there's one die. There's another die. There's 3 die 8.
Hey guys, did
Yes.
you get temporary hit points last time?
5.
5.
I totally forgot about that.
I did not. And it still did not help me much.
I can agree with that.
It would help me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember those things.
It's hard to remember than you have more.
So 14 plus 9,
23.
23. So that broom is destroyed.
Uh-huh.
7 plus 7 equals 14. So that broom is still okay.
Which one's okay and which one's not okay?
The far one is okay. The near one is gone.
Okay. Poof it.
Yeah, just take it off the map. All right. And if it starts its turn in her circle again, it will take more damage, right?
Yeah.
No, I think it's only the first time that they take damage. The rest of the time they're just at half speed.
What's
Oh.
okay.
Okay,
It's
that
just an affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, or starts its turn there. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Yeah, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I
So,
think we can just skip my turn. That'd be fine.
I don't know if that's a possibility.
No,
But it is your turn.
no. Okay, I'm dead.
Did you get 3 failed saving?
Well, that's a nat 1, so I would have died anyways. But yes. No. I didn't get 3. I got 1. I got 1 in, but then you also kicked me. But it doesn't matter. I already died. I got a nat 1. So.
Light, Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Sanctuary, Lesser Restoration, Spiritual Weapon, Dispel Magic, Spirit Guardians. None of those are going to save you.
Probably not now.
Nicely done, John.
Hey, it's not a TPK if only one of them
You're
dies.
keeping up your
We all
killer
threw ourselves
genes.
Just jump into the
down the well at first.
We'll just send more moth or flies.
Motherflies. I thought you liked butter moths better.
I was more in favor of moth.
Butter moths sound tastier. I think motherflies are just nice and silly. John the Reaper.
I had 16 health too.
All right, the thugs have left. Therathan, is she back and make her own decisions?
Alanon says, my first printing player's handbook only lasted about a year. Nope, she's still not back.
Okay.
She's back till 8, so.
Can I play her
She
character?
successfully puts out the fire.
Ooh.
What a bummer.
Oh.
Windaloon does something heroic.
It's your turn.
Oh,
You do something heroic? Question mark.
yeah. Big question
I'll
mark
try.
there.
He grabs the broom and throws it over the
Fight
edge.
The broom.
I'll try again with my
Guiding bolt.
You
You got the slots for that?
2. So guiding bolt. So let's see if I can get a decent roll.
And all we got left is
Nope.
brooms.
14.
A singular broom.
14.
Yep.
So the colorization on the broom changes just a little bit as it whizzes so ever so close.
Yep.
Um,
And that's it for that useful spell.
Bosco, save us.
Save yourself.
Yeah, he's still.
I got a roll of saving throw.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Oh, he's dead too.
Oh no, I'm gonna use.
Oh yeah, no, you
throw
can.
lucky feet.
You can do it for
I'm gonna
that.
use it.
Ah.
Lucky feet, but
Ah.
okay, it's a 3, so I fail, but I don't just straight up die.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Almost got it.
You're friends with Bonnie, right?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody move Bonnie as close to him as Bonnie can get. Is that 30?
Yep.
Yeah.
Double move. Okay. Fortunately for you, Bonnie goes before you do.
Or 6.
Yes, Orsic.
Can I grab the broom?
You can attempt to grab the broom. Yes, you have the permission to attempt that suicidal action.
Is that an attack?
It's a strength check.
I can live with that. That is a 20
Nice.
total.
20 total. So, just so you know what happens. The broom has to roll a 17 or higher to break free. If he breaks free, broom wins the contest. It flies out of the creature's grasp and makes a melee attack against the creature with advantage on the attack roll.
It's not a problem for me.
That's the special ability that this thing has.
It's fine. Come at me.
And fails to get free. And wiggles in your hand.
Can I try to snap it across my knee?
Your action was to grapple it.
Okay. Darn.
So on your turn, you can try.
Well,
It's the
broom's turn.
It is. So the broom is going to make another attempt to break free. So you're going to have to make another strength check. Okay, you have to beat a 14. Are you raged?
Ooh.
I'm not
Are
a
you-
barbarian.
Oh.
Barbarian.
I got a 5, so say goodnight.
Ooh.
Say goodnight, Alice. Okay, breaks free. Attacks with advantage. That was a 12 on the first roll.
I got 17.
And, well, let's see, 12 plus 5 equals 17.
Alright, I get whacked in the face.
How many hit points do you have?
13, I haven't taken a hit.
Oh, good. So you're going to enjoy the max damage of 8 points. No, wait, let me try that. 7 points.
That was less than pleasant.
Just oh, wow. Slippery little sucker.
Keep the scarf from the broom.
All right, and
I'm dead. Next turn.
when it's your turn, you're dead.
Yes, I'm already dead.
You didn't roll yet, though.
I had already died.
Because he
That
rolled
last-
a
I rolled
Oh,
one.
All right, yeah,
I'm
you
dead.
already naturally died. Okay, so I don't have to even know about your thing. All right, so Bonnie comes up to her friend, her closest friend that is still conscious or still alive. So, well,
Fails to save.
no, maybe.
Grab another chair.
Makes it. You are Bosco.
Yep, I should be stabilized, right?
You are stabilized.
Who is Al-Anon 3031? Is that Bill?
Maybe.
Because he's talking again about how much he likes 5e so much better. So he's like, sounds good. I've run a couple sessions with it and it's far better than 1e in my opinion. I still love D&D 5e the most, though. Still blaming first edition, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he says, yep. He says it's Bill. Hi, Bill. Glad you're watching us.
All right. Back to the thing that was thugs are gone. Thurtherant gets off the thing. Goes.
Oh, Pathfinder. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, has he played Pathfinder 2 yet?
No, he's talking about it's far better than 1e Pathfinder. He likes
Oh.
2nd E better, but 5e is his favorite. Okay. I thought you were talking about first edition AD&D because why does it it held a message for reason profanity, but he just said 1E Pathfinder, that is. There's no profanity there. And sometimes the filters are weird.
Somewhere embedded in the letters
I know
is
he would use profanity.
something horrible.
Yeah.
So she rages
Wow.
and throws something.
Chest.
But this is part of why I like first edition more than fifth edition as far as D&D. A lot more rolling here. The more rolls I have to rely on, the worse off I am. The more role played I get to rely on, the better off I
I
am.
mean, at least
Well,
you're
use
alive.
chairs
I
because
am
then can't
jinxed
risk
when it comes
moving
to
any
rolling.
weapons.
As far as the player goes.
She threw an axe.
How many feet?
Me.
No, she threw an axe at the broom.
There's like three
There's
people in the way.
3 or 4 people.
Yeah, move her to a place where she can be within 20 feet of it.
Okay. That's extra movement.
She can't move.
She can't move that far. So she started all the way over here.
Okay. Well, so she has to roll for disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
Did you get any feedback from Bill about how you played Weevil yesterday?
No.
Oh, okay.
Does Bill know I played
don't
Weevil?
know.
Probably doesn't know.
Yeah, it would now.
Get a 1.
Why do I want a 1?
Well, I
Because there's 3 people.
don't... Just get all 3 of them. Cool. Cool shot. Go straight to
She's
roll.
trying to hit the broom.
Yeah.
But there's 30 people between her and the room.
I already successfully hit the broom.
Well, that's pretty...
So I'm rolling damage. Why do I want to roll a 1?
I don't know.
You didn't say you hit it.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
And she does a minimum of 5 points. And that kills it.
Ooh.
And she makes some comment about men not being able to hold their own in a fight.
Oh, lovely.
She's over here trying to save a cat and putting out a fire.
Only hit once, fought 2 brooms. You know.
I saw you get almost flipped into that hole by the broom.
I tried to go with the broom.
Oh, you're going to take it with you. I get it.
Exactly. Heroic suicide. at first.
Heroically.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
did. Yay.
Now, you are obviously going to play her character,
Yay.
so you don't get completely bored. Congratulations, you have completed the bar fight. Honestly, the last time I played this, the bar fight did not go this long.
Mm.
Did they actually hit?
Yeah, and the brooms apparently weren't as lucky. Oh, actually, they had it worse, though. They had, because they're a larger party, they had more brooms and a suit of animated armor.
Ah.
So what was the deal with all the short people that were added?
Present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shorter characters.
A little short-handed.
You never did.
Oh, those are just civilians
Okay.
Yeah.
to fill up the
So
space.
Lillian will come back right after it's all over.
Never move.
Hopefully she comes back soon.
It looks like... When's that new message from? The okay.
Huh? What?
Lillian said okay.
Are you back, Lillian?
No.
She's not here now. Oh, she said okay to -1 hit point from cat jumping onto your shoulders. That was back around 7:39, I think. So she popped in and out, or 20.
She should be around pretty soon. Yeah.
She said she'd have to pop in and out. So, yep. What's happening to the cat that jumped on her shoulders?
She has it now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
the cat won't get off her shoulders.
Okay. I was
Um,
terrified.
But right now that the
Super
fighting,
glue it on.
now that the fighting is over, it's not going to. And the cat is hers. The cat has claimed its pet human, or half orc, or whatever she is.
So the actress who plays Scully on X-Files,
Lillian Anderson,
Gillian Anderson.
Jillian,
Lillian.
Lillian, Jillian, same thing.
We were just reading, hey, welcome back, Lillian. Speaking of which. Apparently she was a bit of a hellion in high school. And like graduation day, she got arrested for trying to glue the doors shut.
Okay, you deserve to be arrested for that.
Apparently, she was in the whole black-haired punk thing, and the kids voted her most likely to be arrested. And
And she was.
she was a hellion. She was only 24 when she got on the X-Files, and she's only 50 now. Still doing X-Files, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
So it was some interesting
50
trivia.
seems old to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like she's only
We thought
50.
she was in
I'm
her
like,
60s
Wait,
by
no,
now.
that's
We were
pretty
surprised. We figured because
She's the same
she
age as
started
I
so
am.
young at 24. Yeah, and Katie. So because Katie's 50 as well.
Oh, dating an older woman, are we?
Yes. Yes. So welcome back, Lillian.
Lillian, you have a pet cat.
You're on your.
Awesome.
I got to read this to you.
With all characters.
There's actually a search for this, so your character this is a permanent addition to your character until you make cat soup.
Ooh.
This old ginger tomcat has been a heart of gold. This old ginger tomcat has a heart of gold and likes nothing better than to snooze on your lap. He wears a name tag on his collar that identifies him as Marmaduke, but the tag has chipped off just underneath. This cat belongs to, and if you can find Marmaduke's owner, you're sure to get a reward. Unfortunately, Marmaduke is extremely cowardly. During combat, he leaps onto you, digs his claws in, never letting go, and scrabbling all over your body. Treat this as a flaw.
That's helpful.
If you use it to your disadvantage, your DM can grant inspiration at their discretion. So this cat will always follow you around. You are its pet human, or whatever race you are.
Elf.
Pet. You're its pet elf.
Awesome.
Okay. A patrol of City Watch officers soon arrive on the scene. Sergeant Lung Grimditch leads 8 veteran officers onto the premises to take statements from everyone. They they're supposed to come in and save you if the brooms don't come.
About the 2 thugs kidnapping the halfling is now dead.
Yes.
So we don't know anything about that.
That's a good point.
Yep. They have no idea. What?
City Watch refuses to let anyone leave the tavern while they remain on site. Officers drag the wreck into the seat. Laborers from the Carpenters and Roofers and Plasters Guild arrive to shore up the tavern wall. Within an hour, the yawning portal reopens for business. Durin pours around for the house, and traveling performers announce that the show must go on. You all get a short rest at this point, so you guys can use a hit die if you want to bring back some more of your hit points. Those of you that have hit points to bring back.
Ooh.
4.
So what happened while I was trying
Okay, so we defeated the brooms. A bunch of civilians got knocked unconscious. We saved the civilians that were hanging from the
Back to normal.
cliff or the hole, and I died. And the thugs got away with a child.
So John the Killer DM, John the Reaper, continues his legacy of mowing down characters like grass.
What did the police do about the dead body?
They take you off to a house of healing,
Ooh.
and you may or may not come back.
Sweet. Do I have to roll a d20?
No, they're necromancing you for their secret army.
You'll come back as an undead minion.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna attack them. Take you down. I have negative health. You guys have to heal.
Carriage driver confesses that he was speeding to make up for bad traffic early in the route. He skidded while cornering, hit the sidewalk, and flipped the carriage sideways into the tavern wall. The City Watch fined him appropriately for speeding.
Caustic resurrection.
What about the destruction of property?
He did not get.
Just doing the beats.
Yeah, he's getting horrible fines. His boss is not going to be happy with him.
Any flogging?
I would like to press charges for damages.
You don't own the tavern.
I'd like to press charges
No, I
for
don't, but
bodily
there's
harm.
damages to me.
You have to press charges against the brooms.
Did they have a name tag on them?
Nope.
About an address.
Anybody not up on their hit points anymore? Okay.
I just did a cat and lose 1 hit point that whole time.
Yes. Oh, you put out the fire.
Okay.
You were lucky you didn't grab the flask of oil to throw onto the to put out the fire, or the moonshine, because that would have been fun.
So Bosco used his second win before the break, and then I used him a hit dice. And now, as we're like continuing, he's just going to be sitting at the bar, like just drinking like crazy.
Okay, you're trying to get drunk.
Yeah.
Take away the pain.
Okay, I need a con check.
Is this a save?
Constitution saving throw. Yes, please.
Oh, that was good.
I'll give
23.
You are miraculously not drunk yet, and therefore you're not having the poisoned status, which gives you disadvantage on everything.
Ooh.
But you are feeling tipsy.
Okay, I get advantage of saving throws against poison too, and I have resistance against poison damage.
Aren't you lucky? But the poison condition is not poison damage. And Bonnie is felt really upset that you, as her friend, has died, and she has taken something from Duran and has gone off to follow you.
Ooh. Who's Duran?
Duran is the bar owner.
Okay.
Speaking of which, isn't he supposed to be a famous adventurer?
He is.
Live.
He looks just like this, except in color.
Ooh.
We have someone who wants to be a minion in Australia.
Nice! But he has to do everything upside down.
And in reverse.
Yeah.
Watch that twin back.
Do you have Tales from the Yawning Portal?
Yes.
Okay, can you grab that real quick?
I'm glad the famous adventurer just stood and watched.
Oh, he was doing other things. He was being heroic in his own way.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You don't see Tales from the Yawning Portal?
No.
I know I have it.
Coast, Morty Canyons, Curses Stroud, Dungeons Guide, Lord's Guide, Jennifer's
Is it
Guide.
not put away?
Queen, Tool of Annihilation, Princess of the Apocalypse.
Do you see any other books lying around?
No.
I know I have it.
I don't think I've
It was
brought
there a
mine.
few days ago.
Can't blame me.
I have your Dragon Heist over here.
I saw it just a few days ago.
I just wanted to show you the picture, for gosh sakes. I took everything you had in that pile over there and stick it over there. So did I leave it on the floor?
Did it get pulled into yours, or?
No, I'm going to go look in my bag.
Okay.
My cart, whatever. Ugh.
Yeah, just like Thursday, I saw it. I had it Thursday because it was in the stack. It was.
Nope, I didn't bring it with me.
Yep, I had it Thursday in the stack.
Well, wait, I do have a picture of him, though. It's the same picture. It's right here. He's the guy right there. That's Darren.
Show the camera.
Durin, 3 strings. Warhammer's not there. Arg's not there. Bonnie's right up here. Okay. While you guys are gathering and nursing your wounds during this hour, an elderly halfling druid named Blossom Snowbeetle and her human friend Savara Bellaranta approach you in confidence. Savara introduces herself as a reformed knight loyal to the Order of the Gauntlet, and Blossom is a local agent of the Emerald Enclave. We need to let you know, this is Blossom, that two of Waterdeep's nobles, Victoro and Amelia Casalanta, have sent an undercover agent to the tavern tonight. The Casalantas have a dark reputation and are rumored to consort with devils. Savara says, the Casalantas are hunting a gnome named Dalaka. Blossom knows that Dalaka stayed at the tavern recently. Interestingly, he also designed the handbill for tonight's performance. I am sure the Catalantas are up to no good. I would like you to perhaps help us out if you could.
Do you have any proof?
That's the purpose of your mission,
We have to find it.
is to find the proof.
Yes. I'm sure we'll be most excellent at it. With such a wonderful team as this.
Such cohesive, battle-ready. Foreman, Storman, Norman. If you could search the room where Delacar stayed for clues and find out why the Castellantas were hunting him.
Of course.
Both of them promise the aid of their orders, the Order of the Gauntlet, and Blossom offers
I
the
believe
same
in
deal
that
for the
now.
Emerald Enclave.
What could be better? Hmm?
I'm not going to help one another.
Anybody else have anything to say about this?
Brandon?
I only got one question for you.
Yes?
How much you paying for it?
You will have the support of the Order of the Gauntlet and the Emerald Enclave. Yes.
Yeah, but how much of that is like monetary support?
Well, let's put it this way. We have such resources that you may be seeing your friend sooner than you think. You may not have to go to a funeral.
Alright, works for me.
Hmm. That sounds like a wonderful thing. What about you, Lillian?
I thought about 3/4 of that.
I'm just
What
pretending
John
that my
say?
character is drunk and doesn't remember what they said at all.
Oh!
Because I couldn't hear it either.
Alright, I will reread it.
What were you having trouble with hearing?
Is it my accent?
Basically, all of the dialogue that he was saying was cutting out. For me,
Okay,
it was
slide. Okay, so hang on.
You could say a few words and cut out.
So yeah, this is something you have a tendency to not talk into the microphone, John, and it.
It's because I'm talking to you people.
I know, but this is what you gotta do. So this knob here, lets you slide it towards you, put it in your face,
Okay.
and then lock it. And then even if you do that, at least it'll catch more of it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All hail the Goblin King.
Why don't you run that through that again?
Two of Waterdeep's nobles. Alright. Servana, Reformed Knight, loyal to the Order of the Gauntlet. Blossom, a local agent of the Emerald Enclave and a druid. Two of Waterdeep's nobles, Victoro and Amelia Casalanter, have sent an underground agent to the tavern tonight. The Casalanters have a dark reputation and are rumored to consort with devils. The Casalanters are hunting a gnome named Delacar. Blossom knows that Delacar stayed at the tavern recently. Interestingly, he also designed the handbill for tonight's performance. Savara is sure the Castellanters are up to no good. She'd like you to search the room where Dakar stayed for clues to find out why the Castellanters are hunting them. Savannah has promised the aid of the Order of the Gauntlet, and Blossom offers the same deal for the Emerald Lawn Cave. They have even gone so far as to claim that they can you may not have to go to your friend's funeral if you agree to the proceedings. Do you agree?
Meaning they'll resurrect him.
You're like, what friend? The guy that ran off immediately?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Oh, we all
Okay.
know each other.
Lillian?
We're all friends.
Well, sounds good to me.
So long as this promise of support is ongoing and I can get more work from them.
Oh, you can definitely get more work from them. Assuming you survive.
Indeed. Of course we'll survive.
That's the question, isn't it? Apparently brooms can kill me.
You notice that Snow Beetle signals somebody that was waiting near a door who disappears. Now, you must search where Delacar stayed and uncover why the Castellanters are so interested in him. I think it is too coincidental for a spy to arrive here at the same night as the event advertised on Delacar's handbill. Something about this show must be important. Yes. Now, Delacar also you must know, is staying in lost his name. In Valis Trapp's room, the leader of the Mouse Orchestra. We do not know who is the spy. Now, we're too well known to get involved in this, so please check on Delacar's room and watch the show for clues.
We get to watch a show as part of our investigation? How marvelous.
Alright, hand me a player's handbook, please. I have to find out how long the spell will take. Resurrection is the lowest level bring him back to life spell.
I hope it's worth watching.
They'll resuscitate our friend,
It's always nice of them.
and we have this great opportunity. And part of the investigation is we get to enjoy a play and such. How wonderful.
People enjoy plays.
Yeah?
Hey, Hawk, you're cutting out again.
Okay, well, fine then. Be that way. See if I care.
I think you do
Probably
that.
because I was facing towards him. I'll have to use more of my theater voice.
Alright, so
It's alright, nobody ever wants
Doesn't it take
Bosco
multiple days?
anyway.
takes 1 hour.
Oh.
Raise dead,
Oh,
spell,
boy,
spell,
Bosco.
Do you want an ale?
and it only takes an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to look it up to see what
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
bad
supposed-
effects you have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get a lot of them. If I remember correctly.
Or six?
Because you were talking over each other, they can't hear when everybody's talking at once.
I don't have.
Hey, Bosco. Do you want an ale?
Now you're speaking my language.
I brought some from my brother. He just brewed them. Hope Dernan doesn't mind too much.
Brother,
Oh, he's a dwarf. His whole family's been brewing for 100 years.
you're telling me that your dwarf's brother, is a dwarf? Or a never guess?
What did he say?
What?
What did you say?
What
I
you
would
say?
have guessed that a dwarf's brother was a dwarf.
Wouldn't have guessed the dwarf's brother was a dwarf.
Well, sometimes the family tree is a little distorted.
Yeah, I guess I get that.
So it's been a big problem. You know, I'm half giant according to my mother's line.
For real. You know, my cousin, Roscoe, he married himself a dryad one time. did not turn out well.
That's nothing. You should have heard about my uncle. He outdrank a dragon.
Nah, come on, now you just pulled my leg.
No, I've got the autobiography and the artistry.
Oh, you guys cannot accomplish
thank
your
you.
role-playing
'Cause he's
challenge.
gone. Yeah. He's down a hole.
Oh, the guy we wanted, the whole thing we...
Y'all voted on the guy who won't be here.
He's very smart of us.
Let's see who keeps calling from this number. It's probably a spammer, but I keep getting this number.
Okay. Keep role-playing until he gets back, because then I'll start the scene.
Hello. Anyways, it's a good dwarven stout. Never had one that's better. It might take your teeth out, though.
I can't understand you, you're too quiet.
It's a good dwarven stout, but it might take your teeth out.
What's the downsides?
-4 to everything.
Challenge accepted. Follow me, Drake.
So I pour a mug for each of us.
bless your life.
Yeah.
And in Adventures League, this is what would have happened.
It bubbles and
Because you're
froths
first to fourth
because
level.
It's not too far
Once
from
you got
acid,
a faction to help you.
but it tastes wonderful for
Once.
dwarven ale.
Hopefully
Well,
you
actually,
guys-
it's free resurrection until your fourth level.
So, okay. Does everyone get experience for that?
For killing you?
No. For all of them killing the
Yes,
dragons.
at the end of the story.
Ah.
You gotta take a long rest to go up a level.
Yeah. Well.
So what happens when we drink the mighty dwarven
So what were
ale?
you saying about that ale? Because now I'm really curious.
I said it melts teeth.
Yeah. And you need another con check. Con saving throw.
Let's see one come up.
Alright.
Oh, it's a 7.
12.
That's not bad.
12.
18.
You are handling your beer better than the dwarf is.
Well, they call them stout halflings for a reason.
Look, I had about a dozen drinks on my way over.
That's why you were late.
Well,
You didn't slip in the mud?
Well, I slipped on the ale that I dropped in the mud.
Ah!
It was the drink I took from the other tavern to go.
So put Rusty Big Hat on the stage and the bard that's next to him. Put them both on the stage.
That really looks like you.
That's.
Please.
That's the point.
You have a red bag on your back?
I took it off.
Oh.
But I have the back bag. I have the gloves down there.
I sit on the remains of the chair I smashed on the broom.
That sounds
Did you
fair.
miss?
Or the one I threw at the wall.
And my tie, which matches the tie here, is actually a spell scroll.
In Egyptian.
Egyptian, of course. Alright. Anyways. So a little bit after an hour goes by, there was a delay. And you are returned
Ooh, I have 1 health.
with 1 hit point, -4 to everything,
Uh-huh.
but alive. And Bonnie Snowbeetle says, "Now don't you fail me. That was an incredibly expensive procedure."
Thank you. Thank you so much. Am I with the group?
Yep, you're
Okay.
back to the group. Everybody can sit up and watch from the stage.
I clap you on the back and congratulate you for being the first one of us to die.
Don't make him. Oh, thanks.
How was that experience?
I don't remember.
That's a good point. I don't remember.
Any,
I don't remember.
Bright lights at the end of any tunnels or anything like that?
No, it was nothing. I was gone for about some time.
That
No
sounds
angels, nothing like that?
Not that I can remember.
that sounds real
That
boring.
sounds kind
It-
of horrible.
I don't remember if it was boring or not. I was just
Come on, Hawk, come back. I want to
not
start this.
there.
Have some ale.
Oh gosh.
Have 2. I just died.
I'll stick with one. One's probably good for now.
Yeah, you don't want to make a con saving throw at
Every
this point.
gulp, I top it off discreetly.
Oh, goodness. The party is going to die.
From the party.
Murdered by self. All right.
So Bosco would like to take a look at the playbill, just to see if there's any, if you notice there's any kind of like code or anything like that in there.
Okay.
I don't know these can't, but I'm still gonna try.
So give me an investigation check.
Not good.
8. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest in there other than the pictures of what that are on there. That some of them not all match. Like, what does a frog smoking a pipe have to do with anything? I don't know.
Or dogs playing poker.
Nope.
That's not on the playbill.
9. 6 to 9. Mondays and Thursdays.
Hilly! I am Rusty Big Hat. Welcome to an evening of wonder and spectacle. I said spectacle, not spectacles. Anyways.
Can you be a bit quieter? I got a headache here in the rooms.
You need more ale?
Somebody give that man a drink. A drink. Now, presenting to you a local and very popular Three Strings the Bard.
Yay!
And he will recount to you the tale of Bravado and the Baron of Blood.
Oh my!
Waterdeep has many villains, but few so terrifying as the Baron of Blood. A cruel nobleman who bathes in a bath of blood drawn from his victims. Each night, the Baron's minions prowl the streets for lost souls to kidnap. They deliver them to the Baron's manor, where he personally murders them. One night, a penniless tiefling named Bravado was searching the sewers for salvage when he tripped and broke his lantern. In the pitch dark, he stumbled across the hidden entrance to the Baron's manor. When the Baron returned, Bravado had no option but to hide in the bath of blood. Alas, the Baron found him. Covered in blood, Bravado took a great gamble. He pretended to be the devil, Lord Asmodeus. The trick worked, and Bravado tried many unsuccessful ploys to distract the Baron and escape. In time, the Baron caught on to his ruse, but he was so impressed by his cunning that he decided to let him live. The Baron rewarded Bravado by agreeing to swap roles with him one night every 10 days. For that night, Bravado would enjoy all the luxuries of the wealthy, while the Baron mixed with the poor. Perhaps he's here tonight.
Belch.
I'm imagining you just yelling out belch.
Bosco
You actually
looks at
burp.
like other people in the group like, you ain't no Baron, right?
All right, now, so clear those people off the stage.
What?
Thanks.
Brian.
Put the three ladies up there. Now presenting the delight in the Midnight Mummers as they perform the Lay of Agron. Now, this is a dry, stuffy historical piece. Except for the Midnight Mummers troupe have adapted to feature saucy jokes, slapstick comedy, and racy melodrama.
I love it.
It is...
Oh my.
Yeah. Now,
Cheer and applaud.
Aragon is the founder of Waterdeep. So this is a nice, good historical piece about that. With a lot of extra saucy. That may or may not have happened. Allegedly.
Vaudevillian enhancements.
Now, eventually, they get done and then introducing the marvelous Valust Trap and his marvelous mouse orchestra. And this guy comes up. And let's see, I don't think you have him out there, so I will bring him out there.
No, they're not the mice that are angry with Weevil, are they?
I hope not. Now, Weevil's first action, by the way, next session will be to grab some cheese and head back to the barn.
Okay, it'd be good to his word. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he may also want to bathe.
Yes. Twice. He doesn't care how cold the water is. All right, so he comes up on the stage and he's pulling this cart. And if you've ever seen a flea circus or the representation of it, it's kind of like that, except these things are actually playing the instruments. They're actually doing their tightrope walking across there. And
The mice, not fleas.
yep. So the music's going on. What are you guys doing while he's performing and not in his room?
I'm transfixed and making sure everyone has plenty of booze.
Okay.
We're supposed to sneak into his room.
I'm drunk.
I was not there, so I don't know.
I had this wild idea. Maybe we should go check out his room while he's busy.
Why did we do that?
Look for clues. Let's go. Come.
What?
That's a great idea.
You might want to just stay here.
No.
We don't have much time. Let's go.
I follow.
Oh, you turned into a mouse.
Let's go up on stage.
Yeah. Well, he's on stage. Let's go check his room.
Why would we check this room, though? What clues are we looking
Oh
for?
my goodness! I storm off from aspiration.
I finish my ale and stumble in his direction, leaving.
No! You stay. I'm going. Trying to look unobtrusive while hurrying.
And just say, alright, what you guys
What's Lillian's character's name? Sorry, Roscoe.
There, Fauna.
Okay. Sorry, Roscoe. Finish what you're saying. Brandon?
I'm sorry, all I hear is a bunch of dice.
Brandon, go and finish what you're saying.
Okay, Bosco is going to lean over and wave you guys on and be like, alright, you guys go search. I'll just distract him if he gets finished before you guys are done. Alright?
Great. Therathona, you want to come with me?
Okay, wait. So, is he? What's the thing
I
he's
took a very
doing?
stealthy approach.
I'm confused.
He's doing a little mouse circus up on stage.
And I have a cat.
Yes, you do.
Good point.
Oh, gosh.
Had a mouse.
How to create a distraction?
Okay, I'm not waiting for Therathona either. I'm heading to the
By
room.
coming with you.
Looks like there might be a distraction for a while.
I'm coming with you.
I am very confused at this moment in
Not
time.
the stumbling drunk.
Okay.
Not actually stumbling, I'm just
Okay.
leaving because it's stealthy.
Because I also don't know where this cat came from.
Okay.
So you go through this door here, you come over here, and you come to where the door of the room is.
Okay.
Just right there. Who is with him?
That's it.
Whether I like it or not.
Just you two. Oh, stumble drunk, and
Stumble, roll,
Into the floor.
gets up,
Okay.
and sobers.
So you identified the room.
I identified the room. Look, it's a room.
Oh, wow.
There's a door, and it's locked.
Oh my.
If only we had a road.
Or somebody with spells that could do something about that.
right now.
Just punch the wall.
Yes,
I
an
don't
arcane
know.
spellcaster who happened to know knock.
Yeah, which I do not.
Is
You
that...
know what's funny? I'm proficient in these tools, but I didn't go.
You're what?
Proficient in
I'm
thieves.
proficient in these tools,
Oh,
but I didn't go with them.
indeed.
Why would I
Yeah,
why
that's
do
a
you-
problem. Do you have any proficiency?
Why, yes, why, yes, I do.
Could you do something, please?
Excuse me. I get southern when I'm drunk.
That's Southern Comfort.
Southern
I
Air.
kick the door.
No! I'm doing it. Oh!
Quiet.
You quietly
Kick the
kick the door.
door.
Wham!
So, why don't you wait till the cat attacks first?
Yeah, what's the cat doing?
They call those dwarven lockpicks.
Exactly. 13. Or is it athletics check?
That's an athletics check.
15.
So roll your damage. 1d4 plus strength.
I scurry away.
6 hit points.
You hear a loud thump as he kicks in the door, and it does not pop open.
And I'm like over here studying the tapestries.
But the thing's cracked along the side. You think one more good kick ought to tear it open.
Alright.
Phallus.
There's
There's
lots
a lot
of
of
doors
commotion.
closed
There's so many
behind
commotion.
us.
And they can't.
There's an orchestra playing.
You just have really
Let's see if he set any alarms on the room. Okay. Theron?
good Carthana.
Darthana, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You notice a large bang that may cause other people to be distracted. Do you do anything about this?
What's your cat doing?
Yes. No, well, you don't know.
Not, if anyone tries to go towards the room, then I will do something.
Well, it looks like Valis has decided that he's going to end his act early, and it starts to head off the stage.
Oh, yeah, as soon as he starts heading off the stage, I'm going to make first a minor illusion of a cat, and then I will have, convince Marmaduke to go over to the mice and get the mice.
That'll probably be pretty easy.
I would like to have positioned myself near, the hallway.
Yeah, he said he would. He said he was going to follow where he could kind of
Yeah.
distract anybody who was coming.
Which room is mine?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and remove the horses and the wagon out of the, and repair the doors. You actually just put one of those doors in front of the dwarf.
If anyone comes around that corner, drop.
I'm already.
If,
I don't know
if the
you.
person that we're searching his room comes down here, I'm gonna quote unquote accidentally spill my drink on him.
Okay. Well, right now he's trying to wrangle back his mice up because they're being attacked.
Yep, I'm just a backup distraction here.
One of the strange things you notice is a couple of the mice pull out no, not a bow. It's a catapult.
Cat, a bolt.
Yes.
Boo.
Let me see if I can find that here because it does say he does this.
It means war.
You just have a plan.
Well, they had the, obviously
So
army
visiting
or
around
the
town, all the way to
nothing
Redwall.
Yes.
Why did you use that?
You have a crowbar.
Yep.
Did you use your fist instead?
Now I can use it. I shouldn't do well-made doors.
Son of-
All right, where's 15?
Good thing nobody will know.
It's more justifiable to kick it and say I thought it was my room.
Okay.
I got drunk, so I have an excuse for my lack of stuff.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
Well, we'll see how it plays out.
I hate when this happens.
In that corner, make sure to drop them.
Rub?
Smack top the head and make him crumple to the floor unconscious.
You realize he's
I'm not very good at that.
enter a gnome?
No.
Tell you
What else?
You want to take this
okay.
crowbar here
No,
and
no,
alter
no,
the
no,
drubbing?
no, no. I'm afraid I wouldn't be very good at that either.
You get leverage from the crowbar.
Yes, I don't think I could lift the crowbar. That looks awfully heavy.
It's only like 40, 50 pounds.
Dang, that is one heck of a crowbar.
That's jaws of life.
Well, I use it also as my weight for workouts. You see these weights online around? I might do some curls.
Use extra weight on the crowbar to make it heavier.
I'm just waiting for John.
Yes, because I seem to be missing the page.
That's nice.
Dun
It's-
dun dun.
I give the door another kick then.
You used the crowbar. You just stated you had one.
he demonstrates.
I look like a thief.
Okay.
Does he look like he's sensible enough to do something sensible?
And
Are you kidding me? I'm literally just missing that page.
probably.
FYI, 14-minute warning.
Okay. The mice construct a tiny catapult to fire a glob of ink at Marmaduke. So I need a dexterity saving throw from the cat.
Okay.
It's her cat. She gets to do it.
I forgot. I'm so sorry. I just like cats.
That would be 8.
Plus, I assume cats have higher dexterity.
Make a +20.
Dexterity is +2.
Oh, that's not very high.
Yes. No, I know. I have a sheet for a cat. So it was 6 plus 2 is 8.
Oh, so
Splat!
cat gets splatted in the face with
Wasn't it the... Didn't you do a minor illusion?
It's an
of a cat?
illusion cat. Which one did they attack? The illusion cat or the real cat?
True. I have an illusion cat.
Yeah, she also generated an illusion cat. Which
Okay.
one was a splat.
odd or even.
Wait, was the roll odd or...
No, just
It was
choose
very strange.
odd or even.
You choose odd or even. If you're correct, then it attacks the illusion.
Oh, odd.
Okay. 6.
That's...
Even.
Ooh.
So it attacked your cat. Splat!
Meow!
Cat splat.
So the cat was not happy with that. You kick the door open. The guest room contains a 4-poster bed, a mirrored dresser, a wardrobe, a storage chest. Looks like Trap's belongings are neatly laid out for a night's stay on, like his bed clothing are on the bed. Few notable features, though, that you notice without much effort. There's a ritual circle chalked in the floorboards, ringed with burned out candles. Are you trained in Arcana?
Let's have a look. No, I am not.
There is a scroll on the dresser.
Swipe that.
Swiper.
What did you see in there? I'm looking around.
I'm listening for footsteps.
Since he got in, I scurry on up the door and poke my head in.
Go down the hall. I can get
He's,
caught.
he's watching for us.
And
He's watching for us.
What are you pointing?
Roscoe's watching for us.
just let me.
So there's the storage chest, of course, and their mirrored dresser.
No, you keep it. That's fine.
What color are you?
So there's a what in the floor? There's a whole what? Magic?
Shock.
There's a magic circle, a ritual
Okay.
circle, chalked on the floorboards, ringed with burnt out candles.
Yeah, my.
Are you trained in Arcana?
Not trained, no. Insight?
You can give me an untrained Arcana
Or
roll.
religion?
No. It's
All right, I'll do an untrained Arcana. Give it a shot. 8 total.
nope. You're pretty sure you know enough that it is an arcane spell that looks like somebody had prepped here.
Good thing I'm so optimistic. To counter all these low rolls.
Yes. So there's a fight going on out there. We don't need to actually go through the things, but if you guys want to tell me things that you want to do during the distractions of the cats and mumbling to keep things distracted, let me know. Or if anybody wants to move back to assist the other people, let me know. So
Search thoroughly.
people that are outside of the room, what are you doing?
Can I go look down the well for Drayden? Or the portal for Drayden?
Just watching the mayhem.
He did that because he's not here.
I know.
So,
I just want
You look down the thing, and it's like easy. You don't see anything down there. It's too deep.
Can I go down? Kidding, I'm not going to go down there. I only have
Okay.
1 health.
Yeah, that would probably be the last thing you do.
Again.
Again. Boy, would they be mad if they wasted all their money on you
I just
committing
jumped right down
suicide.
the hole.
what are you, a bard?
No. I mean, if I get come back to life, I'd be fine.
All right, where are you looking in the room? Oh, hold it before you answer that question. Was there anything that anybody on the outside wanted to do specifically? The cat did just get a ball of ink in the face.
Yeah, does the fight between the cat, the illusion cat, and the mice seem to be going well for me or bad?
It went well until the mice actually made contact with the illusion.
Yeah.
Because-
I'm gonna go.
Surprisingly enough, the mice do fight back.
Mouse God to the rescue!
Yes. So what are you doing?
Red wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and pick up.
Two different
Marmalade.
series, but
Is
great.
there a Tom and Jerry situation going on this stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except Jerry has lots. No, Tom. No, Jerry has lots
Tom
of friends.
disappears.
Okay, yeah, so Therathana is gonna go up and pick up Marmaduke because that's not going well. Oh, of course I dropped my illusion before I move. And then she tries to talk to, what's his name? I don't really care what his name is.
Valis Trap.
Yeah. And she's just like, oh, sorry about my cat, but that's really cool. How do you get the mice to, like, do things like that? And she's gonna just talk his ear off and be rather annoying.
Okay. Let me see something here. Oh, you're pretty too. So he actually starts talking back to you and trying to explain to you how things work. And he says, hey, maybe I can get you in the show if you could get rid of that awful cat.
She ignores the part about the cat, but she's actually genuinely very interested. She's like, oh, really? Can you really teach me how to do that? That'd be really cool. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Like, and she just goes on.
So you must come from the Elven Valley.
Yeah, Valley Girl. Like, totally.
Okay. So the people inside the room, what are you doing?
I'm gonna crowbar the chest.
God.
Assuming it's.
I duck for cover.
Assuming it's locked.
When you say that, I'm just imagining you hitting it instead of using it as a crowbar.
You actually do. You fall on your butt when you go, ugh, and realize it wasn't even locked. Ugh.
When I said assuming it isn't.
Peek
assuming
around
it
the
is
door frame.
locked,
Oh, he didn't
assuming it is
explode.
locked, that meant I was checking.
Okay. So it's,
Checking the dresser,
implication.
checking the bed.
Okay.
Between the bed, under the bed, between the sheets, below.
The storage chest contains Trap's clothing. In the pocket of his breeches is a jeweler's receipt for a ruby worth 999 gold pieces.
I'll pocket that.
999.
Put that upside down.
Suspicious.
And it is a receipt for a ruby. Okay. You were checking where? Under the bed?
The bed, the dresser, but yeah, under the bed.
Well, let's start with
between
one
sheets.
object at a time.
Yeah, okay.
Under the bed.
Yeah.
There's a message etched on the floorboard under the bed. And what are you using for sight? Dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just see a message etched under the bed. It says, "Show me the object that Bravado broke."
Oh, remember the story?
Yep. That's why I wrote it down.
Cool. What was it that Bravado broke?
Bravado and the Bloody Bear.
Yeah. What did he break? I know it was a bathtub full of blood. And
What did he
thing that
break?
made
I was
blood.
paying attention.
You were
I roll
drunk. How
intelligence.
With disadvantage, because you're drunk.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Darn, 4.
I do one because I was paying rapt attention and I did not drink.
Okay, yes.
Is it insight or just straight intelligence or
What gives you higher? You got an
wisdom?
investigation.
Insight's much higher.
Yep. Well, it's got to be an intelligence roll
Oh, well.
because you're looking at memory.
Well, insight is wisdom. So,
Right. So,
in
like your investigation or lore or something.
perception.
That's getting wisdom. Quit trying to go for wisdom things.
That's,
This is memory's intelligence,
yeah,
not
it's
wisdom.
intelligence, so 16 total.
Okay. That's good enough.
Okay.
It was a lantern
Okay.
that Bravado broke.
Okay.
Okay, so there you guys both investigated something. So now let's go to people outside. You're still chatting him up and trying to keep him distracted. So I need a persuasion check.
Brand? Lillian? Or Lillian. Yeah, Lillian. Persuasion check.
What's going on? I can't hear anything John said just a second ago.
I need a persuasion check for you to keep him distracted.
Oh, I think I'm actually good at this. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay,
No.
never mind.
Well, it's not bad.
So that is 13.
Okay. He's persuaded.
Fairly easily persuaded.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
And actually interested about his nerdy things.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody else outside the room doing anything?
Can I go over to Bosco and ask him what is happening? Just in general. What is everyone doing?
What's up?
What's going on? That was to you, Bosco E. Coltrane.
Oh, sorry. Really, I'm just standing by this door over here.
Yeah, but he came up. What's your name?
Oh, he came up. Oh, okay. How big is he?
No.
No.
One of our guys.
Pasa came over.
Pasa came up to ask you what's happening. What's going on?
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't here. No one explained it to me.
I'll just point to Therthala and her wily ways and just chuckling at it like, looks like she's got this under control.
Okay. I don't know what's under control, but if you say so.
All right. So, what's the last thing you guys do before I have to call this end?
Jump in the hole.
Check the rest of the bed, between the sheets, under the sheets, between the mattress, what have you.
Okay. Nothing else on the sheets. You don't see the scroll because he's already picked it up.
Check
There's a
for-
mirror on the wall, and the magic circle on the thing.
Check for a false bottom.
In the chest, you don't find one. So it looks like that's what we're going to have to call it.
Quickly, because there was some dialogue about Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Okay, so we'll be resuming next Thursday? Not this Thursday, but next Thursday?
Right.
This Thursday and Monday, yeah. So next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, continue.
There are a lot of changes. I don't have my notes here for what has changed in 2nd edition. Races have become backgrounds.
He had a whole slew of.
Let him read his stuff.
I said, so what are the best improvements you like in 2E Pathfinder? So Alanon 3031 says, getting rid of skill ranks is probably my favorite change. Every skill and weapon/armor proficiency is listed as untrained/trained/expert/master/legend. These give you -2, 0, 1, 2, 3 bonus to said skill or weapon armor you use. So it's kind of similar to 5e's proficiency system, but with more granularity. I'm not that fond of the fact that everything you do gets a bonus equal to your character level, so a 10th level character gets a +10 to everything, whether you're trained in it or not. Another interesting design choice is that classes are more like a bundle of feats instead of specific abilities that you get at certain levels. You get feats at every level. It just depends which levels grant you racial feats, skill feats, class feats, or general feats. One more change I like is that every class gets a different reaction ability. Only fighters get opportunity attacks, wizards get counterspell, paladins get a reactionary ally protect, and things like that. Now, isn't that kind of a 4th edition thing?
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, but, and then, and the spellcasting system is really interesting. Everyone gets 3 actions per round, so like a move and 2 attacks, or 3 attacks if you don't have to move. For spellcasting, the verbal, somatic, and material components each take an action to use, and several spells get stronger by adding extra components to them. Cure Wounds is melee touch with 1 action, gets 30-foot range with 2 actions, and becomes area of effect with 3 actions. So that's some pretty radical stuff with the magic there. Yeah, interesting.
That's really cool. It sounds like the system's much more like modular, like more customizable.
Well, remember Pathfinder,
like class options and stuff.
Yeah, remember Pathfinder's was 3.75 basically D&D, but now they're kind of mixing 5e and 4e and 3.75 kind of together.
So trying to do that.
Yeah, I never played Pathfinder, but I played a lot of 3 and 3.5.
Right. Well, Pathfinder was the continuation of 3.5 basically when 4th edition and 5th edition came out. So a lot of people who like 3rd edition continued with Pathfinder. And for a while there, because 4th edition was such a flop, Wizards actually, for the first time, D&D fell below, and it was Pathfinder that was in the lead briefly in sales. And that's when Wizards started republishing previous editions to try to buy time while they scrambled to make 5th edition. They were in trouble there. Yeah, Pathfinder was eating their lunch for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, thank you for those comments there, Alanon.
And Pathfinder is now trying to say, hey, 5th edition is eating us again.
But the good thing is overall, the role-playing game has been growing just in international markets.
Oh, yes.
All over too, so
have you guys tried Starfinder?
Nope.
Bill was trying that too, wasn't he? Didn't he say he was checking that out?
I think he was. I haven't looked at it beyond knowing that it exists.
Yeah, I haven't either. I think I downloaded one of the preview PDFs, or maybe that was 2E. Maybe that's 2E. I'm conflating. But, I've got so much on my plate, I don't...
They claim it's not D&D in space.
Yeah.
Even if it were, it sounds pretty fun, though.
Yeah, goblins, pirates in space. It sounds fun.
So, Lillian, are you going to be joining us Thursday?
I might.
Okay.
At the beginning.
So this Thursday is not game; it's theory and lecture and theory and possible test. So
what are we learning?
We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue on the booklet on good game mastering by Robin's Laws of Good Game Mastering.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna continue reading through and commenting and discussing that. So you'll be in and out on that as well, then, Lillian?
For the first hour I can like interact.
Okay.
And then from 8 to 9 I might just be able to listen, but
Okay.
not
All right.
talk.
All right. Understood. Anything you can do will help. We might go through after the first part of after we do the next few pages. It'll actually probably go pretty quickly because some of it I'm like, it gets a little GURP specific and such. But it's an interesting read. It's an interesting read. And I'm going to be taking on a bunch more beyond that. So here's the thing. I think you guys said you liked that approach of reading through and discussing it rather than just a straight lecture. Is that you guys want to see more of that, or there's a lot of different ways to skin this cat as far as covering these theory topics.
I like the reading through and discussing it. I did that when I was talking about doing the. I didn't. Well, I did. I guess I did that with the X card as well.
I mean, it was tough when we only had 2 people. But...
Yeah, but I also did it with the. What do you call it when we write things down? Documentation.
Oh. You talking about soap?
Yeah, well, I talked about soapier, all of those different methods.
Yeah.
I basically did the chapter from the cookbook.
So between now and then, I'm trying to get RPG.education back online. Trying to get Middle Earth Radio back online. I'm trying to get our own email server, Zimbra, and our own dedicated DSL set up for that online. And get a better Jitsi setup going online. This won't all happen this week, but these are all high priorities because it's infrastructure that's impacting our productivity, especially as we get more remote volunteers, because I'm getting applicants from all over the world who want to participate, and so we need to have like this the no video thing. I've got to, but. Google Plus Hangouts are going to go away as Google's killing off all of the Google Plus stuff. And Jitsi as is not working, but there's a lot of tweakable stuff. I'm going to see if I can get that tweak to work better. I don't know. We'll see. Skype's just so resource intensive, both bandwidth and CPU. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, John, for GMing. I hope you guys had fun. And
do you guys want me to continue this when we next roleplay, or do we need to move on to something else?
My preference is if it can't be done in about 2 sessions, that we then move on to something else. Because we want to keep doing new stuff.
Right, I agree with that.
Yeah. But if people are really excited, really want to see what happens next, that's fine too. If you guys really are enthusiastic about that,
I am good either way. I know how it ends.
Lillian.
I would like to do one more session of this.
Okay.
To see how plays more out.
Okay, Brandon.
I'm good either way.
Okay.
I'm having trouble staying into the action and stuff, because of the connection problems that we're having. It's really difficult to keep track of what's happening.
Yep, that's what I was just talking about.
In time.
Yep, I got to fix the video issue so that you can actually see and hear better. So the Discord's not working.
So
it's just not working.
If we're able to get a better version of that, then
yeah, by next Thursday we'll have something better in place of something. Even if it is.
I'm super thinking about what playing this versus something else.
Okay.
Yeah, my main priority would be getting the thing fixed.
Understood. As I say, that's why infrastructure is such a big deal, because it's really a problem. Riley? Okay.
What day is Dan leaving?
He's leaving this Wednesday. We won't see him for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Just because I would be interested about the actual role-playing goal we had, but since he's not going to be here, we can't even really do that.
Right. Would you rather wait until he's back to pick it back up?
I mean, we could. I don't
so
really care.
You're indifferent? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Drake?
going to be here no matter what.
I can go either way.
Okay. John?
I'm good either way. But somebody else, if I'm not going to be doing the next one, then we do the thing. Somebody else needs to be stepping up as a GM.
Who's going to GM?
practice.
Yeah, because remember, we're supposed to be rotating through different people GMing each time. Drake, you want to do something? Was that what that grin was?
Good.
What would you like to do? Remember, we're usually trying to evaluate something new.
That means I have to learn a system. I don't have time for that with my job.
No, we all have that challenge.
I'm trying to learn.
I challenge you to
I know.
learn something, son.
I know. We all have it. Half of us are going to school, and
Have people here done any Twilight 2000?
no, I don't think they've done any Twilight
That would be a
2000.
good experience.
Have you ever done Twilight 2000, John?
No, I have not done Twilight
It
2000.
has some really specific. The mechanics are very, and we're talking the old first edition. It has some. So it has very hit location specific combat. It's a military survival game. It's lots of role play depending on how you want to play it, and pretty gritty mechanics. But the mechanics are fairly light. Like the rule books are like 28 pages for the players and like 30 pages for the
But
GM.
I think it would be a good experience because it's very different.
Yeah, and you'll hear me reference. I'll say things like Coolness Under Fire and stuff, which is a Twilight 2000 thing, and that's not a bad idea.
Weren't you talking about it last?
I was talking about how it's been
Girls.
hard to find female players to play it because when you say military survival, Lillian, what's your reaction?
That makes me interested.
Oh, good,
Actually.
good, because others have not been. This was published in the 1980s during the height of the Cold War, so it is the geopolitical situation of the 1980s projected forward to the year 2000. The missiles flew, and it's not it's not quite post-apocalyptic because it wasn't a full-blown. It's not like Gamma World where everything got wiped out, but resources are heavily depleted. All the capital cities have been destroyed. You're in Poland. You're surrounded by the enemy, and it's nighttime, and you're told by the commanding general, like, we're overrun, the base is overrun, make a break for it, good luck, you're on your own. And so first you have to break out of being surrounded by Russian and Polish and Soviet bloc enemies, and then you got to survive. And you have to do things like distill your own fuel if you have any vehicles to keep them running. So you have to scavenge the countryside for grass and other things that you turn into ethanol or methanol, and ammo runs out. It's obviously you won't experience that in a short session, but it's pretty fast paced, and then it is the ultimate in a survival game. And again, you're all military types, and that's the default starting point. They have modules all over the world. You can be in the Middle East, you can be in New York City, you can be in Texas, you can be. I mean, there's places all over the world, Singapore, etc. And there's actually a crossover game between Twilight 2000 and Paranoia. But anyway, it's a gritty game. There's no magic, there's no sci-fi. The tech is actually, by today's standards, a little dated because it was the modern tech of the late 80s. But it was when I was running these games, when I was running MERP, D&D, Twilight 2000, Call of Cthulhu, etc. regularly. It was generally the third favorite game system of most of my groups. And it's a very different game system. The mechanics are completely different than what you guys have played in any of the other systems. Without being too heavy. It's pretty specific without being too heavy.
Dibs on the medic.
So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, Drake, if that's what you want to do. You want to do that
Yeah,
for
I'm
next
fine with
Thursday
that.
then? It's not this Thursday, but
Yeah, I can
next
do
Thursday?
Thursday.
All right. How do you feel about that, Brandon?
There was actually something that I was thinking of. There's a one-page RPG by what's his name? Grant Howard. He's the guy that did Honey Heist.
Okay.
And it was basically you were murdered and you play as like spirits and you're trying to get revenge on the people that like murdered you.
Okay.
And I figured since it's gonna be close to Halloween, it was
Cool.
thematic.
All right. You want to, let's see.
If I
So-
can find it, I can send it to you and you can look at it.
And that's something you'd like to GM?
No. I don't think it's going to be possible for me to GM from remote.
Why not?
You're playing from remote. What's the difference?
We can hear you
As
fine.
GM, you have to be more reactive, and it's a little difficult for me to do that with the delay.
Well,
With people not-
no, that's assuming we get this stuff fixed so that it's... Yeah, it's not quite the same as being in person, but it can be done. But yeah, okay. But yeah, send it to me. Let me look at it, and we'll forward it to the group. If you want, I mean, you're on.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get you still set up with the email list and
I'm
stuff.
not opposed to GMing.
Okay.
Just maybe not quite yet.
Understood. Yeah, we don't want to. We don't. Again, we have a motto here: challenge by choice, which means you don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. You know, it's good to push you to a little past your comfort zone, but not before you're ready.
And yet I still get out of bed every day.
And so, yeah, so this Thursday and Monday are theory and lecture, and then it's Halloween that Wednesday, and then Thursday is the 1st of November.
Halloween's Wednesday.
Halloween's Wednesday.
Shoot.
Yes.
Why?
I forgot what day it is.
Oh. All right. So that's a possibility. So go ahead and fire that off to me, and John and I will talk about that. But Drake, you could maybe prepare for that that Monday or something. Monday the 5th.
All right.
Does that sound good? So we'll consider that for November the 1st, right after Halloween. The day after Halloween, possibly.
Yeah.
And then
All Hallows
what's
Day.
that?
I just found the PDF for it.
Okay.
So I'll put it in the Discord.
Great. All right. Well, thank you, Lillian and Brandon, and thank you, Riley and Drake, and thank you, dear viewers and Al-Anon for joining us, and where you may be. Be well. I'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. to noon. It'll be pretty theory-heavy stuff because it's with our research group. We'll be talking mostly research papers related to the effects of role-playing games. That's pretty much what we do on Tuesday mornings. That's our research discussion group. But we'll be streaming live here on the same stream then, if you're interested. And then we'll be back again this Thursday, and we'll be continuing to read through Robin's Laws of Good Game Mastering. And Monday probably wrap that up. We'll see. And then next Thursday, we'll either be doing this one shot or this one page Halloween type thing or Twilight 2000. We'll see. Thank you very much. Wherever you may be well and happy gaming.
Doing well.
Yeah.